go straight into the show.
You're good. We're not
Because
professionals.
it's gonna be a mess.
Unleash the dragon!
Live on Friday night.
What a mess.
So wait,
Is it Friday
I
night yet?
deleted.
What does
I
your
deleted
shirt say?
Spock.
It says, Ian, have you tried turning it off and on?
Yep.
Again.
It's my favorite shirt, especially in my field.
Yeah.
I
Have you
need that
tried?
shirt too.
Is it plugged into the wall? Have you tried powering it on?
Have you tried turning it off first and then powering it on?
Oh, dude, we look so cool. Oh my god, I'm scratching my head.
All right, I'm gonna post it into the welcome channel. That way you can see what the link is. I'm honestly just copy and pasting and posting into all my.
D&D. Don't switch. I don't want to redeem the offer. For goodness sakes, no.
If you have Amazon Prime and you don't have a Twitch account, you can get a free sub, which
Yeah.
will sub to Chris's channel and pay him
I
for
don't
no
know
cost to
how
you.
that
Yeah,
works.
or you could use it over at Job's channel too.
No, you could use it on
Yep.
Chris's channel first.
I totally didn't understand.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yes.
So when
So
you can
you
log
get
in
Twitch
to
for
Twitch,
free.
yeah, you get Twitch Prime for free, which means that you can
Yeah.
give him a
We are
subscription.
not sponsored.
And you get my emotes that you can use in.
We're only sponsored by Chris.
You're only
So how
sponsored.
do I?
This is playing a song.
Um,
Thank you.
So
On
do I have to
Twitch?
sign up brand new?
No, Ian.
Yeah, it
I've
will
earned it.
probably
I
if it has
ruined
a like login with
I
Amazon
can
option,
always
then do that.
unfollow.
Otherwise,
You
sign
can
up
always.
to Twitch
Oh,
and
he
make
got
a-
rid of my
make a username.
666 now. That's unfortunate.
Oh wait, give it a sec. It's back. It's back.
Oh shit! I don't have any. I don't have any of my alerts or anything on this thing. I literally have like 40 different sources just making this overlay. I didn't put the important ones, which is all, like my alerts and everything.
The delay is outrageous. Here to listening to myself come back.
Yeah,
Myself.
I had to
sing
mute myself on that.
Yeah.
Usually, if
Same.
you can just mute the tab, basically. You basically just right click the link or the browser on the top right or the top, and you can just mute the tab, so you don't have to hear yourself through the stream itself, and so you can still see how everything looks, and then it still counts like for viewership and stuff like that. Because if you mute the actual video, it will count. It'll basically not count as a view.
So mute the tab?
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
if you just right click and mute the tab, it should still, in theory, it should work that way.
Mute site.
Boom.
I did it.
Yeah.
I actually already
No.
have it.
Joff, you don't gotta do that though.
I
You don't
no,
gotta
I
do that.
do.
Nah, you don't gotta do that. No, you really don't.
You're sub to me.
I am. It doesn't mean you gotta do it to me.
Yeah, it does mean
It does not. It
Why
literally
did-
means you don't
I
have to.
realized when you
They're
did it
trying
that
to be
I
nice to
wasn't.
each other.
Why are you guys upset if you follow each other?
Oh
What is
no,
that?
he subbed.
No,
Means he bought a
What
sub.
is- What does that mean?
So a sub
Teach me
is
how to stream.
so when it comes as a streamer, like the content creators, you get like so. I have emotes and stuff, so you get different perks. Like you don't get ads. You get the emotes that they have for their channel. Like now you can click the little smiley face in the bottom right by the chat, and you can actually see the different emotes that you have unlocked. Also streamers get like whatever. Like if you use Prime sub, they get So if you're an affiliate, you get half of. It's like a 50-50 split between Twitch and then the viewer or the streamer. So the streamer gets for every like sub, it's usually $5 if you pay for a sub. So they get $2.50 and then Twitch gets $2.50. So it's a way of supporting your streamers and like your friends and people like
it's like
creating.
it's like
content.
Patreon or something,
Kinda, yeah, pretty similar.
except
eliminates
it's
ads.
streaming.
from the view, or from the stream, and then you also get to do more emotes and stuff that the streamer has set up.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
so I didn't have to watch that HBO Max preview before it loaded.
Well, now you won't. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't have to, but I mean,
Yeah.
All right.
I
well,
recently got
what-
access to HBO Max because a friend shared her login with me. Maybe I shouldn't
Same.
say that on streaming. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't look at
Sorry.
that.
I'm a
it's
small
fine.
streamer, it
Amazon
won't
doesn't
matter.
care.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
Let's get
It's just
started.
Netflix.
All right, let's get Jop up, caught up.
Yeah, I
Uh,
for sure will.
Tears will be
just heads
shed.
up, I guess for tonight, since we started early, we'll probably still end around 9 Pacific. we'll just see how everybody's energy, where's the story at, and so on. So we'll still get like an extra 40 to 50 minutes of extra playtime today just because we're starting early. So just wanted to tell everybody just expectation there, you know.
Yeah, buddy.
But with that, I actually wanted to go around and have everybody introduce their character. If you want to just take a quick minute and just say who your character is, their name, like, and so on. And then I will recap our last time we met up. Whoever wants to go first?
I mean,
DD.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just volunteer
I was
people.
about
That'll
to
be
say
better.
alphabetical. If we don't
Alphabetical.
volunteer.
Yes, I'm going last.
So DD is from the fairy realms. She is a satyr druid, circle of the moon satyr druid. She's from a long line prior. I wanted to say Priory of Scion. Scion adventure. The celebrity child. I am the daughter of a long line. I feel like I should just read this off my. I wrote something very specifically for this. Why try and make it up when you fucking wrote something?
Hey, you know,
One
it's character.
quick
It's called
second.
character development right here. This is what this is. You know.
Mhm.
Yes,
This is
absolutely.
funny. This is totally DD right there.
One quick
Absolutely.
second. Okay, yes. I'm the daughter of Dion Ares Castellanos, who you'll recognize as the hero of the Siege of Sorrentos. Other accomplishments of my family include rerouting of the River Utah, the outwitting of the Dryad Sulo, heroes of the battles of Kalnuth, Derath, Lazan. I'm sure you're all very familiar with
Yeah, I know
these.
exactly. I
And
know
the-
exactly what you're talking about.
The slaying of the dragons, Grethos, Fabrir, Sierra, Malagos, Corinth, and Filbert. I have a natural excitement for everything and an unpredictability factor for Ricky, the DM, GM. What are we calling you?
DM.
DM's fine.
DM. All right.
Our
Yeah,
direct messenger.
I know.
Direct.
DM me that later, love. Fabulous. I had a vision from Pan that it was my turn to be called to adventure, and I have come to slay Cryovane in the honor of my family, Castellanos. I am also extremely charming and here for the party.
For the part.
All right.
I actually wrote longer than that, but I think that's good. That's a good highlight.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
I
Enchanté.
don't think I can match that at all. I don't have all that. I just say
You have a good paragraph.
like mine is like the reason I have amnesia is because it just makes it so it cuts back on me having to figure out all these words. So
Are they fighting words?
he said, DM, just make up that part for me. That's
yeah, it's like we'll do character development as we go. I just want this character to be on. I want to be set.
Just put me in, coach.
well,
guess
Chris,
I
go ahead.
Oh yeah. I'm Balefor. I'm the cleric of the group. I was captain of the guard for Fendelin, which is one of the last standing cities in this area. Because Cryovane's kind of an asshole, but you know, he's dragons. You know, who needs them? But yeah. I was basically sent on this adventure because I got beat up by a mountain troll at one point, and I lost all my memories of pretty much everything besides my training. And during my recovery, I have came in touch with the sun god and have became a cleric over just a regular foot soldier. And now I'm just on the path of regaining memory and just helping out the city that I'm supposed to be, repping,
Nice.
Now you're
Hashtag
just a
Fandalin.
tank.
I'm a tank that I guess technically tanks blow shit up, right? So I guess I'm like an actual
Yeah.
tank moved from like nowadays.
A couple
section.
times. You wanted to talk to the person and you just blew a hole.
I'm just
through
a
them, so-
photon. I'm just a photon cannon
I
tank just
talk,
walking around.
You kill.
I don't.
He's a
Okay.
cleric,
but
duh.
Ian, you
Actually-
killed.
Wait a
too.
sec. Yeah, I say to clarify,
No,
you
no,
try
no.
to kill. I don't try to kill. I just try to like knock them out or whatever. It just so happens that every time I'm not trying to kill someone important, they blow up. Every character
Exactly.
that's important, I
tried not
blow
to
up.
kill them. I tried to knock
But-
them out, and you just put a hole in them.
I don't mean
It's like,
to. I don't
"Please
roll.
revivify-" No, I can't revivify
I-
that.
I warned you.
And-
I warned you guys that when it comes to rolling, like, I roll really terribly consistently, but the times that I do roll well is times that were like, hey, that was not what we needed,
Not
but holy
convenient.
shit, that was
That
great.
wasn't important.
That worked.
Ricky,
In
Maddie loves her
Return to
shirt.
Dragon Ball Z, Tsubiri. Oh, that will heal the hole in his
I don't know,
esophagus.
Dragon.
If we just start fighting vampires more often, they can rebuild themselves, alright? But
Alright.
it's holy light, so they probably are still dead, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
That's funny. Ian, why don't you go next?
All right, so my character is Ted Alexander Arlington. Basically, I'm an Owling sorcerer, college student from Strixhaven. Decided to go see the mountains and pick up some rare ingredients to start his own brewery business. So came along and saw a big old dragon in the sky and decided to stop flying, duck and cover for the woods, and then just stumbled into a bunch of orcs and people fleeing for their lives from the orcs. So that's how I got tagged along this ragtag. And I'm like, I better get paid for this internship.
Can we give you a nameplate of
Yeah.
orc lover? Because apparently you love talking to orcs. It's just your kind of thing.
yes. There is a reason behind it, but I'm a college student that loves new tongues.
Oh,
Okay.
But you have a beak.
Okay.
all of it. That's why he loves tongues. He's never had one.
I've got tongue. I can talk.
We'll roll that right over to Haley.
That's uncomfortable to follow.
The tongue's not rolling over, alright? He doesn't have one.
No.
Sorry.
Wait, the tongue's not.
Okay, so I am Cora V. Drimmon the Fourth. I'm a soldier. I come from a line of soldiers. I
A really
am
short one too.
technically playing an Elder Knight. Yes, that's right. I'm a halfling fighter. And I'm the youngest of 5 children. I had 4 older brothers. My family initially survived the dragon attack and no one was hurt. A lot of my fellow soldiers weren't as lucky, and the others in the city weren't as fortunate either. So I was initially set out to avenge the memory of those who were lost. But then in the first section, Ricky killed off half my family. So now I'm on this mission because I'm pissed.
He's like, yeah, you don't need a family to go home to. You need to keep going on this adventure.
You
I'll
said
fix that.
family?
What? Delete? And they're gone.
I had
Originally,
motivation for
What
you.
a backstory.
It was a noble cause initially, and now I'm on the path of revenge. So, um, everyone in my family calls me Ivy because I'm the 4th, and I hate it. I set out because I wanted to be unique from them and just not another in a long line of, the same expectations and comes. I am quite unsure of myself. I want to be special and free and respected. So a lot of times I'm looking to the group for reassurance and following their lead. And occasionally I have the courage to kind of stand up and rely on my training and try to do something, especially as I'm learning more spells and, expanding my training and learning from the party. I'm very group oriented, very party oriented, and I've found sort of extended family in a lot of the party members. I
You
think
also
that
learned how to
covers it.
catapult rocks very
There,
far.
I
there. Have a
also-
turkey.
Love to collect and eat mushrooms.
Well, you
Oh,
collect teeth.
and I
Yeah.
love to collect teeth. That's right. I'm a
That's
little
true.
weirdo.
You're a little
and every
dentist.
time we kill, every time we kill something or someone, I ask Ricky if I can take their teeth.
Yo, Ricky, can we do an episode where she does surgery and give you like really sharp poisonous fangs, just to kind of like, hey, she got all these teeth, might as well use them, and then I have an extra attack. Like if I'm close, I'm held, I just bite them.
Medieval dentist, yeah.
Hey,
She rolls.
I would.
She rolls a
She's got
20,
small
they go
enough
in
hands for
perfectly,
it. All right, she's a
But
half.
but you're
It's a dentist.
continuously poisoned.
You know that I don't have a plan for these teeth. We'll see.
Once we're done with her adventuring, she's like, I'm opening up the first ever dentist shop. And I got teeth for days. What you want? You want
next to the
Basilisk teeth?
brewery.
You
They're
want
her
some
little ninja stars.
grills.
I'm collecting the teeth so I can make dentures, exotic dentures.
Oh god.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So I think that leads to me. My name is Favor. I'm a wood elf ranger. I have initially set out on my own journey to just kind of see the rest of the world that wasn't the woods that I grew up in. That led me to meet Webster, who is my giant wolf spider companion. He uh, he and I are a great duo. Normally, he's doing all the killing, and I just make sure he's still there. And so I did my own kind of adventure initially, and that ended up with me being frozen in a giant block of ice, and having just killed and defeated a dragon. I lost the spoils of my fight while I was in the ice.
But you just got it back now.
Apparently, I just got it back.
Ian, shush.
I I did know that.
Spoiler
Um,
alert.
I did know that already. And then I was broken out of the ice by this owling here, and we've been on an adventure ever since.
Awesome. And I am Ricky. I'm the DM. Started playing D&D literally a year and a half ago, and got this group together. Like, what was it, guys? January? This group, and then Hillary and Ian and another friend we started like last summer. So so it's been an awesome ride. But we are playing Dragon of Icefire Peak, the module. And if anybody's big fans of modules, it's been pretty heavily modified. So just know that. So with that said, I'll kind of recap the last time we got together, and we were down one. We were missing Joff on that game. But with that, the whole party had come up upon Butterskull Ranch and had found that Butterskull Ranch had been totally swarming with orc. You've been sent there from the leaders over at Phandalin to secure the farm, save any of the farm hands as you can, so that way they can continue to produce food and grains and so on for the city of Phandalin. But you not only secured it, you kind of massacred the orcs that were there. Starting with a polite conversation from Ted, trying to seduce the main leader. You weren't trying to seduce, you were just trying to talk.
Hey.
But you were
This sure
trying to
fits.
talk to her. And she
Hey,
was not
Try to do peaceful negotiation to, walk away or with your life, or you'll be dead.
right.
And she chose death.
And in the shadows, both Balfour and Favor were hiding, ready to shoot. And as soon as Angak the Merciless had shot at Ted, Ted went off, did a whole bunch of fire crazy moves, and then a couple shots went off that unfortunately Favor missed almost all of them. That was me
What a
rolling for
classic.
you, and I apologize.
What a class.
Webster killed, I think, one and really damaged one.
Hey, don't forget Dee Dee.
Yeah. And Dee Dee turned into a cow at the behest of a cow that you had met along the way named Petunia. And you had not only protected Petunia's friend cow, but she had charged straight in towards the orcs, goring a couple of them. So that was awesome.
And eventually I had to shapeshift out of the cow because I went upstairs and there was no ability to get back down.
Yeah. Then I just blew a hole in the person holding your bow, basically.
Nice.
Before like surprise attack, and I just like max damage, and just he was
Oh
gone.
my God.
Your bow was safe.
And just
Incredible.
to, I guess, rewind because I would want to know from the player that's playing favor, how would you actually react when Engak is laying on the ground, your bow in her hand, picking that up? Maybe, you just saw that. What would you do?
So he's just blown a hole in her.
Yeah.
And I am in the area, and I can walk over.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody was dead at that point.
Okay. I go over and I pick up the bow, and then I turn around, and as I'm walking away, I cast Create Bonfire and burn their bodies.
Ooh.
Burn their bodies.
So bonfire on top of all the other burning bodies
So-
that Ted did. It just blends in with the environment. Hey,
This person's not coming back.
So like the tentative alliance we had made with those other orcs, you guys are just like, fuck it.
there was no choice. There
Oh,
was nothing we could
they
do.
There
Were
was
these orcs friendly?
above board. There was a splinter, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we do know that, but like, you don't think he's gonna care at all that we murdered his sister when she wouldn't flirt back? I feel like this is
We don't gotta tell him that part.
Hey,
She drew
she
first.
shot at me. Yeah,
I mean,
She-
She started it.
we tried to
she
talk.
started it. I finished.
Yeah.
But actually, technically, Balefort finished.
Well, I mean, one of
guiding bolt. Guiding bolt, I think it is. Yeah, really killed a lot of people. In
it
that
was
battle.
it was a I think it was a level 3 and it was almost max damage.
Oh my god.
And that's like what was that, like 66 or 8d6 or whatever it is?
Yeah, it's high.
Do I have any damage residual from that?
No, you took like no damage in the battle.
You just missed every shot. That was the only thing. That's the
Yeah.
only thing that happened was you missed everything.
So you continue to explore the farm. You found a couple of
What-
valuables.
What's that bow?
The bow is the dragon one. It should be added to your inventory. I made sure to.
Oh, you did it.
Also-
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
dragon wing longbow. Got it.
Yeah. Now
It's
you.
a nice bow.
I'll say you already kind of had enough time to study it, so you know exactly what it does. But you, as a player, what it is that you would have selected the damage type based off of the dragon that you retrieved it from.
Yeah.
But in this world, we don't know where you got it from. So literally, it will
Well-
shoot a random element.
Oh.
Yeah, it didn't come from that dragon.
Oh, it was just at that place.
It was
Yeah.
at the dragon's place. Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Is
So
in the dragon's horde. Is that what you mean? Like,
exactly.
oh, okay,
Okay. Funny enough, I like Blast from the Past. Webster had like tried to pull that towards favor, right? Like before the battle, and he would not pick it up at all. He thought it was like something else or whatever. And I'm like,
There was
"Pick
some
up
sort of
the bow.
miscommunication.
It's gonna help you kill that dragon.
Yeah. I was like,
But
Webster,
anyway.
please fight.
Stop bringing the office bow towards me.
Favor, I also have a thing of mithril chainmail for you because
Yes.
I figured you'd be able to use it because I have chainmail already and I don't really care about being sneaky. So that makes sure that you don't have disadvantage to sneak with heavy armor.
Ooh, wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mithril. How do you spell mithril?
Mithril, mithril, chainmail, and then I'll remove it from mine and he can equip it on him.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Perfect. Cool. So with that, you went about exploring. Balefort and Ted. Actually, Ted found it first. The animal storage where like the pigs and cows were. And I'll actually ping the map on this, and it's right in front of Balefort. Unfortunately, all the farm hands had been slain, and some of the farm animals had already started being slaughtered for orc food.
Yeah.
And right before, as that was happening, as you discovered that, Cora had wandered into the basement area of the map, and Favor and Webster were close behind. And right in front of you, you had seen a very burly, very muscled, what looks like a chef. His mouth was gagged and his arms were tied, and he is looking at you guys and going, and that's where we start the game.
I should
What is
mention
he
I
doing?
did bury the help, the farm hand. I did bury
Oh.
them with mold earth.
Yeah.
Oh
awesome.
yeah. You did that.
Mhm.
But was that before or after Joff set it on fire?
No.
The
The
farmhand.
farmhand
Oh,
inside the
that's
farm.
right.
The innocents, yeah.
The orcs, yeah,
It was
he
very
can burn
sweet
them.
of you.
Mhm. So Cora, in front of you, I'm gonna show an image, and I want you to just imagine. Chris, do you see this on the?
Oh,
Yeah. Shows up.
I
Oh.
want you to imagine this guy is bound and gagged, even though it's very hard to imagine because the guy is burly AF.
He's basically an orc.
Yeah, but that's what he looks like, and he's just well, without his arms.
He's got a mom tattoo. Must make a note of that.
Okay,
Wow.
so I want its mage hand to reach out and like take the gag down just a little bit so he can talk, but I'm not like taking it all the way off in case I need to quick put it back up and shut him up.
That's
So I'm
fair.
just gonna take it down just a little bit
So he,
and
yeah,
yeah, see what he has to say.
nice. So Mage Hand goes out and he sees it, and it's pretty big, and it just slowly just brings it down, and he's like, oh, thank you, please, can you unbound me? These orcs have been just beating the out of me. Oh my god, and you could see it, like he is just like bruised and just marked up, cut. He's just not having a good time.
Sounds like he needs healing.
Yeah, okay. So I'll still use the mage hand because I'm a tentative little one. And I'm going to I'll use yeah, I'll use the mage hand to undo all his binding.
Okay, so he, thank you. Oh my god, where's Sue? Where's Becca? And he's like looking around.
I'm gonna just kind of
About
look at
that.
Favor and Grimace. So I don't have what was going on before the orcs got here. What's your deal, sir?
So he's kind of like looking all over, and like he's trying to find like his stuff, like so he can be like armed. And you can tell like this guy, he's like maybe from a military background, because it's strange that he has chef robe and all that, and he's just kind of like pumped, right? And he responds to you that
Right.
they took all my children and my farmhands. They came and they I don't know where they are. And you could just see like he's just stressed out. And he's like, are they with you? Did you save them?
Unfortunately, darling, when we got here, this
You're
is all
not
we
in
seen.
the room, Dee
I'm
Dee.
not.
You can go into it. Yeah, everybody should be
Yeah.
free to move.
Wait a second. Am I the only person standing outside?
No, Belfour and
Well, you can move in.
It's just Favor and Webster and I who are in there.
My moves to attempt to go into the room, I'm colliding with walls. So, just kidding. I'm going to stay outside, I guess.
Here you
Sorry,
are.
thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
so
that.
we are so sorry. The orcs just
I forgot I had
They-
everything muted.
we got here long
what up?
after they had
Yeah.
already
Oh, yeah.
I think
Joff is great.
done
Everybody that we have is
they
a really
wanted
good group.
to
We have a
do.
crazy good
right
group.
in front of
so-
you, and he says,
We do this
"They
every
did it."
other
And then he
Friday is
just
when we usually do
jumps
this. It's the
and
first time I
bolts,
stream it though.
out of the way, like right as
But thanks for the
Dee Dee,
follow,
you're,
dude.
like
Appreciate
entering
you.
in, he's like going out, and he's just like pissed. So
I run after him.
Heads up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I don't talk
We
to chat
follow
as
him
much.
out?
There's so much
And
going
he's like,
on with
"Where are
like
they?
watching
Where are
all these
they?"
things. I had to build this overlay
I'm
within
just
like
burying them over here.
2 hours before
Belfour and
stream.
Ted, you hear him screaming. Where'd you bury them, by the way? Maybe. Ping them up.
Typically be outside of the barn, like over here.
Typically.
How is
All
this?
right, so-
Typically.
I'm not gonna drag the body that far.
How is this pig
I'm not
still
some
alive out
monster.
here?
It's dead. It should
Oh.
be, but yeah.
Oh,
I saw it. It's
okay.
like it run blood. I'm like,
Take it.
whose blood is he eating? Like, what is going on here?
Oh my god.
Um,
He runs out, and you DD Favor, you all notice that he's got a cut on his.
Thanks.
back
I've heard about
arm,
this
and
game
it's
from the
kind of
back
leaving a
end,
trail
and
that
I'm
he
excited to see it. I
really
never
doesn't
apologize for
care.
not talking to chat. I never
And
like,
then
oh,
he
I
runs
appreciate it.
out,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna assume
it's
maybe Ted
this is
did
my
it
first
on
real
side
campaign.
now. Yeah,
But Joff and them all have
researching
done a
it,
little
and
bit,
then-
so I'm still learning.
Yeah,
But I'm
very
OP
good.
as shit, is what I'm finding out.
Cool.
I have a Dee has a question for
Yeah.
this gentleman. I want to know what they were asking him.
They wanted my gold and my supplies.
Is this your farm, darling?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he kind of calms down a little bit, but he's still. You can tell he's got tears in his eyes, and he's like, "I'm Alphonse Calazorn the Fourth. Everybody calls me Big Al, and
Big Al.
this is my farm, and that's my daughter right there, and my farm hands. They've been with me for years. I always told them I'd protect them from a life like this."
Cora just reaches up and she's like, I'm so sorry, Big Al. And
I handed Big Al a flask of potion.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
And yeah,
so just a regular potion of healing. So
all right.
Yeah.
You want to roll for the health it gives?
8.
Sorry, back. It means
Nice.
Joff. Oh no, I hear you. I gotcha. Yeah, but it's my
Okay,
first time. I
like,
usually
you
my
need
last
this.
like semi campaign that I kind of did was
He
I did a rogue.
You see
That was-
him grabbing
was
it,
bad.
but he's like trembling.
My regular rolls are
and, like,
terrible,
he
but my
pops up
my
and-
fighting rolls, I blow
Thank
holes
you.
in people apparently.
And,
But I'm glad you're
uh,
excited. This is
Chris,
something
I
I'm
don't hear
enjoying.
you, by the way.
I know. I'm talking to chat. one of
Oh, okay.
one of Joff's guys is chit chatting.
Sure,
Yeah.
no worries. I was like, oh, I'm trying to get your response. Anyway, he takes it, and he's just
But yeah,
drinking,
no, this is my
and
first
he
real
just a
campaign
little
with a
bit
group
kinda
that's
spills
consistent.
over, and then
Like
he
I'm
drinks
super
and-
excited. And the group's dope. Like everybody in here is like
And,
honestly like really cool people. Our
looks back at
DM's
you,
awesome.
Cora,
So
and
I'm really excited to
Thank you.
actually
And,
go
this
through a
guy's
full
twice your
campaign
height,
of this.
easily, Cora.
Like I literally give up
Uh,
shifts and move my
so
shifts
he's-
just so I can make sure I can make it.
Thank
Normal
here
size.
Tuesday.
yeah. I find a way that it's not weird to work into the conversation where I'll say his name, Big Al, and then I'll be like, everybody calls me Tiny.
Hey, I'm just Ted.
Everybody,
Hey,
as
just
in
Ted.
Dee Dee? Who else calls you Tiny?
You're everyone to her.
Oh, thank you. Much love.
Much love.
I'm hoping it catches on. So
Yeah. And he
Noted.
looks at you and he's like, well, thank you, Tiny. And
But yeah, I have TikToks from
looks
our other one,
around
but
and
we got
he picks up his
like 2 or
daughter,
3 sessions in on my last campaign,
started thinking
and then
Megan,
everybody
actually,
had
sorry.
personal stuff, and so
But he
I
picks
did
up
stream a
Megan,
little bit of D&D.
and
It's on
I know you
TikTok,
started
but I've been
burying
waiting,
her,
you know, to get the feel of the group and try to get everything figured out, make sure everybody was cool with it.
and it's just
And
like,
everybody's so
I
dope,
can't
and the
believe this,
content,
man.
like the last
They
stream was
escaped
so
this life.
crazy.
And you could just tell like this is the beginning of something for him. And he's like, what about Petunia? Has anyone seen her?
Nope, just
Oh,
these
oh,
3.
Yes.
The-
No. I had a full-on conversation with Petunia. She's hanging out over on the other side.
the
Mooing
cow,
about.
right?
Yes, the cow, obviously. I turned
Yes,
into a
both cows,
cow
right?
and we had a lovely conversation. She's on the other side of the lake. She may have run for cover because she was very upset that that the orcs were being mean to everyone she knew.
What was the other cow's name?
Oh,
Betsy.
Betsy. I let him know that there was 2 or 3 orcs that actually got away. I don't want to let
One.
make sure that he knows.
And then he
one.
looks at you and he says, what direction?
Northwest along that road.
And he's like,
Eh,
oh,
Matt.
they're mine.
I grabbed his
So.
shoulder and cast Cure Wound level 1. Just like, hey, you need to see a doctor.
I feel like Ian does more random healing than I do. I'm saving these spell slots for when I need to heal one of y'all. I'll let Ian do all
When
that.
you need to blow something
Hey,
up, you
I
mean,
need a long
anyway.
rest after this anyway. So
Hey man,
It's like,
if they die, I don't have to heal at all. They're just dead. We don't have to worry about anyone taking damage, right? Isn't that the whole thought of process of it?
this is the guy we were sent to get.
What'd you heal for? The total?
4.
Hey, we were sent
I
here.
just did a level 1 spell.
Wait, we were sent here to
I'll
get
also-
Bagal?
Yeah. We were sent here to investigate what was going on and to get this guy.
No one said anything about the chef, right?
I didn't remember.
I don't remember the
That's
chef.
because you guys left the meeting.
Oh, yeah, we were busy watching a centipede drunkenly dance. All right.
I may or may not have had a whole bunch of magic mushrooms and
That was,
danced as a centipede on the bar.
We are level 5, I
We
think.
should have started
Big
with
5,
that one.
for sure. 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So Big
Yeah, level
Al,
5.
Just so you know, he is the owner.
We had a whole session of us just literally sitting there
Yes, you
and
kinda
shopping.
shared that,
So there's
in a
that.
minute here. But he's feeling better, and he says thank the gods for Petunia being okay, but it's just ridiculous. Did you get a look at what they look like? Where are they? Where are all the orcs?
Most
They're
are
ashes
charred.
in front of the house.
They're just burnt. You got fertilizer out there now.
And then he runs over and he's like, "My God, you guys know how to fight."
Yeah.
I don't know if it was much of a. I don't
Something
know if it
along
was
that
really a
line.
fight.
I'm gonna
Was it
say-
a fight?
I don't think so. We
It was
just
more of
everything
a
just died.
massacre.
Everything just died really fast. And there's a lot of fire.
Duff, I think you're still in
It
the
was-
dungeon or no? Oh, there you are. Anyways,
I
Duff,
moved,
I just
yeah.
wanted to say that that red light is where your campfire still is.
Red light.
So-
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he's looking around and seeing what other ones are there, and he's like, okay, so red skin, these tattoos, and he's starting to try to like piece together what they look like, so that way he can kind of get a mark on them. And Favor, you notice that, like he's doing some common things to try to track something.
Okay.
Could you remind us why we needed him?
Food.
We're
Yeah,
fan
so
We're
his-
trying to
his
secure-
farm. His farm was one
farm.
of the big suppliers in the area. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm also gonna. Does he still look like he's pretty hurt?
He's not bleeding, but he's still pretty scarred up.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds level 1 for him.
Okay, perfect. And he's like, he looks at you and he's like, "You're a healer too?" And he's like, sees you with your bow and like your cloak and
Yeah.
everything, and he's like, "Thank you." What was the total?
4.
Oh, cool.
You know, I'm
And
just.
then
Like,
I slap in
do
the
this-
back for
I'll-
11 more.
Wait, okay, I guess I'll just sit back. You know, I'll just wait. I'll let y'all do all the. I'm like, all right, yeah, you guys got it. I'm here for the big wounds. I'm not here for the anything small. You know.
With that 11, like all of that together, he's back up at full, and you can.
I've never
see,
played
like,
higher than
the
11.
heads
11
have,
look, that sounds like a lot. That sounds a
closed
lot.
up, right?
Having like
they
high
look
level,
like
there's
it's
so many
aligned.
choices to make.
And he just looks like his energy's back up. And
I don't
And
know.
I
My
hand him
stuff.
a piece of bacon jerky.
This
It's
is
like,
gonna-
hey man,
It's gonna be a wild
need
ride
it,
for sure.
keep
As I
something in
learn
your
how to
stomach.
role play and stuff a little bit more and more, I
Jerky.
get more into it.
and he's like, "Hold on," and he kind of runs inside, and you hear a couple
Oh
of
no.
like cupboards and stuff, and you can hear, "Damn it! Where did I put it?" And there's no way they found it. And then you hear a ripping of wood, and and he's like, "There it is," and he runs back outside, and he's like, "I've got jerky," and it's like, you see it, Ted, and it is
I'm
like
drooling.
it's like marbled in grease and sugar, and like it just looks amazing. And he hands that to all of you, and as he's doing that, 1 second, you hear a little cowbell.
So we should probably not let this guy know that we raided everything inside his pantry, including his very, very expensive wines. 'Cause
That was
if, he's
yours,
this,
obviously.
if he's this excited about some jerky, I don't want to know what he would do about all that wine that we got. That
And then as he's handing last one out to Favor, he looks over and hears the cowbell, and he's like, "Petunia!" And he runs right up to her, and just
Aw.
gives her
The
just
man
the
loves his cow.
biggest like bear hug, I guess.
Man hug.
And Petunia's just like looking at him on the side and all this stuff. And then you can see the other cow kind of come up, and he's like, "Oh, Betsy, you're here too. Oh, thank the gods." And he's like, "These two help me actually make butter skulls. Have you ever seen one?" And he's like asking like everybody.
No.
And you
No.
can see
I
like
may have. It's been a while.
So he explains that he gets the name Butterskull Ranch by churning the butter
See, the thing
and
that
making a
sucks.
giant ball and sculpting it into these actual skulls. And it's a huge craft out here. And Petunia and Betsy both
I kill all the
make
important
some
people basically.
crazy butter that
Unintentionally.
it never melts until you apply direct fire to it.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting.
Nice.
That's
Wow.
pretty lit. I guess that's what we were asking a question about. Now
Like
we know.
GMO chocolate.
Oh,
Exactly.
so speaking of fire, did we put all of the orcs in the fire, or are there any that maybe we didn't quite burn yet?
That
the
might
ones that are
have
outside of
teeth.
the
There were
brick oak-
2 upstairs inside the house
two
that we have not
upstairs.
thrown in the fire.
But
Yeah,
he killed them
there's-
with
Okay,
decay.
so Cora's just
Um,
gonna like slink off
teeth-
for a second
Teeth
and
survive.
yeah, and
Teeth do survive.
grab
Medical
some
records.
teeth.
Yeah.
Awesome. Roll an investigation.
Ooh. Yay, I get to roll.
First one of the night for pulling teeth out of dead horse.
19.
My God, how many do you want, girl? Up to 19.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep pulling. I'll take all. There are 2 orcs. I'll take how many
Much-
teeth do
Yeah,
orcs
so how
have?
many teeth do they have?
As much
Let alone-
as like a regular human, I think. What is that? 32 or 36, something like that.
So yeah, so we'll just say I've got 64 new orc teeth.
Oh no, up to your investigation,
Oh.
so you can add, like 19.
So
if you want.
19 total.
Oh, 19. I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
well I'm taking 19.
Or teeth, yeah.
Humans have 32 teeth.
That's what it is. I
I
knew it was
Googled
like a by 8 or by 16 or something. But with that, he kind of motions back over to the mound, and you can kind of see he's a little less frazzled. He grabs a couple of nearby flowers and puts it on the graves, and he says, "Don't worry, Megan, Andrew, Shala, this isn't over." And he looks at you all and says, "For tonight, if you want, it looks like it should be safe here, but you can stay upstairs. You plenty of guest rooms, and all of you kind of."
Oh,
know
you
that?
don't say?
But he says, "Let me go grab something. I think might be useful for you." And he kind of goes upstairs, and you hear him, like, he's a big guy. You can hear his steps, like, even from outside a little bit, and he
the
he,
mithril chainmail? Is that what it is?
he goes through one door. I don't know if anybody wants to follow him, and then he goes through another door, and he comes stomping and running out, and he says, "Those damn bastards! They took my mithril armor."
Oh wait.
It's not on my person
I look
anymore.
towards Balefur.
No, I don't have it
I
anymore.
look at Balefur. I look
So-
at
so-
Favor.
So my
I just give a little
question is,
nod over favor.
not knowing this ahead of time.
I put it on.
You put it on, okay.
Yeah.
So do you
But
hide
it's
it?
chainmail, so it wouldn't be like. Would it be the very outside layer, or does it go under stuff?
Well, it's heavy,
the
right?
whole- kind of the whole layer. So
Okay, I wouldn't have like
Say-
my coat.
He just
you can
bundles
put,
up like
you have
this.
your cloak and like vest,
Yeah.
but you can still see at the ends like mithril and mithril here and things
And
like that.
you're an elf, so you would just automatically assume you already came with it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
do you try to sneak it or to hide it, or do you just you're like walking it off?
Wait, hang on. I need to check my deception is not great. Yeah, I'm not gonna hide it at all, and I'm just gonna play it off. Did I see this person before I put it on?
Before you put it on, I would say no.
Like
I'd
during
say
the
like
fight
Wait.
or anything?
no, you didn't
Okay.
see Big Al. This just happened. Like
Okay.
everything's fresh right now.
Cool. Yeah.
Uh,
I will
yeah.
just say that I'm not hiding it.
Mhm.
And none of you guys better ruin it if I don't ruin it.
If you ask me, I'm gonna be like, I don't lie, but I ain't telling the truth.
So he looks over at the graves and he's like, "Stand bastards! I'm gonna go after them. I'm gonna get them for everything that they're worth." And
Do I hear him say that?
yeah, I think Ted's in range, Balfour as
Um,
well, and
yep.
you just kind of feel like he's getting very tense.
When I hear him say the word mithril, can I do a quick check to see if there's any sort of insignia on this thing?
Yeah, go for it. I'll say
Perception?
investigation or perception, whichever's higher for you.
20
Could've-
total.
There's,
20 total.
30-20.
I wasn't going to tell you this, but yeah, on the right sleeve there is BSR insignia on the right.
Is it like added
Better skull
onto
again.
the chains? Like, is it like looped into the chains?
It's kind of looped in like
Like, is there chainmail
quilted.
underneath it?
like quilted in and out of it. You know what I mean? So you can see like an
Oh, is
army patch, like an army patch. That's what it like looks like on
Is
your
it
right
fabric?
sleeve. Kind of, yeah, but you feel like it's very well in there. Like
Right.
if you wanted to rip it, it would just pull.
Can you
on
just
the
slice it?
chain.
Can you just slice it off? It's cloth, right?
Is he over by us still? Can he see me?
doesn't see you. You are still next to the orc.
Can I go to the fire and put my arm in the fire?
Yeah, and you're
Can
trying
I-
to burn it off.
Can I use
Mhm.
sacred flame to like
I just
snap
want to
and
like
like
dip
burn?
my elbow. I want to like dip my elbow into it.
So do I see him
and-
walking over there? Can I just like snap my fingers and like use the sacred flame, just like and just sear it off real quick? That way he
I'll let
doesn't
him.
injure himself. So because I know it's
I would
stolen.
say if Balfour wants to do that, we'll do a wisdom check because that's your spell casting check. But otherwise, it's dexterity for favor to dip it in fire and try to not burn a lot.
I'm gonna do it so I can feel like I did something.
Okay. All right.
So you
So
put me
just
in this situation.
You did plenty.
Don't look at me.
You murdered.
Yeah, but I thought I was.
Murdered the
Hey,
leader.
I didn't know that the guy was still gonna be alive. Like I was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Wisdom.
so
Oh, that's
you're-
yeah.
go to spells.
I got
and
it.
then go to the spell
Well,
attack.
I might have just burned you just a little bit.
Yeah. 9. We're trying to succeed against his armor, so you actually like went under, and yeah,
Bro,
that's
it's
right?
holy. It'll
Okay.
be fine.
It's like half singed. The B and
Okay.
S.
I dip my hand in my arm portion.
All right, give me a dexterity.
Also,
saving throw,
I'm
actually.
checking to make sure this guy isn't like watching me.
I'm talking to him.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
just
Oh
starting to-
Lord.
Okay.
Hello.
What dexterity?
Yeah.
This
just
is
do saving
bad.
throw on that.
This is why you don't loot everything you find.
I won.
So I'm gonna say it burnt a little bit of your arm and gave you 4 damage.
Okay.
But it does singe out the S, so now there's just a B there.
I do it again.
But
Just say it.
okay.
Just say it. Just say the B is for me because I gave you that armor. For Baleful.
No way.
Just do it.
What is DD and Cora doing right now while they're seeing Favor scramble to a fire? Balfour's like talking to him about it. You guys are
I'm absolutely with Ian trying to distract a guy. Like,
Oh.
isn't it really
Distract?
funny
What?
that like you're
they took-
big
and
and,
then he's
everybody
like-
calls you Big Al and tiny, and I'm small and so everybody
And
calls
he's
me
like-
and
tiny.
This is like
my
Tweedledee,
old
Tweedledum kind of skit over
Oh.
here.
What about my wine? Did they take my wine?
There's
Ugh.
one more farmhand up where Patruna was at is where we found, but that's it for everybody here. You're the only one alive that we have found, other than Betsy and Patruna and 2 pigs that I managed to save from an orc.
Yeah.
I scared the crap out of that orc when I landed right above him.
Or
Yeah.
I dip my
I'm
arm in
hanging
again
out
and
with
I
Petunia.
cast guidance.
You cast guidance? Okay, cool.
This time you don't. This time you won't light yourself on
Wait.
fire on a now.
A ranger has guidance? I didn't know you had that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, he has
Yeah, go for it.
what healing touch?
I think it's my fighting style cantrip.
Oh, got it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, so one more dexterity, I assume with a
Mhm.
higher. Oh god.
Mhm. Now you're gonna be a little bit more precise.
9 plus a
Nope.
d4. Wait, I got a d4.
Okay.
Is that not going
Matt-
to do anything for me?
Better max roll that.
We're looking at a 10.
No.
Another 10.
One more letter?
This guy's just sitting there, just dipping my arm in the fire. Don't worry, guys. I'm washing the clothes off. Don't
I have
worry.
rolled
It's
this
hot.
one.
Oh, it's hot.
You take one more fire damage.
I'm gonna heal
but-
him because he looks a little. I burnt him. He burned himself
say-
twice.
with the three like things, like your magic and then the actual campfire, I'll say it came off of that at this point. So
Okay.
it looks maybe like battle damage.
Yeah, it does.
Uh,
He's like, that's
so-
not my mithril.
All right, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him real quick, just to kind of, just kind of make him feel a little bit better.
Oh, on him, not on Big Al. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
fuck
good.
Big Al.
Okay, 3? Or
You get 10. You get 10 back.
Oh, 10.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, max.
You should be.
Oh,
I get a 2d8 plus
45.
7.
All right,
Oh, wow.
So
Ooh.
Big Al kind of goes.
Oh, I should have
back
done first level.
inside,
Fuck.
And he's like, "What about my wine? What about my wine?" And he kind of like walks inside. And Ted, Cora, you're seeing him, and he's saying this out loud.
Sweet
I
little
can't
BD.
follow
Yep,
up.
you should. She gets into
you
some
can?
funny shit.
Not through the wall, so I
I-
can go through the front
Weird.
door.
Okay.
I think I try to
Oh, not
kind
the
of
window.
stop him and I say, you're only going to find more pain in there. We got to, let's
The
talk
orcs took a
about,
lot.
What a time to
let's
be
talk
alive.
about where
those
we're
orcs.
going. Let's,
Fucking orcs. They
Let's
took the
talk about
wine.
it.
They took the
So-
armor.
So Cora, I would say make a persuasion check. And then
Okay.
Ted, are you saying anything with that, or are you just?
I'm like, hey, the orcs took a lot.
shit.
You need to sit down. We just healed you. Get something in your belly right now. Let's enjoy this wonderful jerky. And we got to talk shop because we're sent from Pandalin to come pretty much get you. Because this situation is way worse than what we anticipated. So I'm
Okay.
going to intimidate him.
Oh my goodness. I'm
Say hi
just
to
hanging
Maddie.
out with
You're
intimidating?
Petunia. So
Oh,
I'm intimidating
oh
him.
shit.
Oh, you're
I'm giving a
intimidating, you
direct doctor
definitely-
order. It's like,
You know
sit
what?
down,
with
get some
with
food.
that role, I'm gonna say, yeah, okay. He's like, it's more like you puffed up your feathers and your wings because standing height to height, he's a whole head taller than you. But he's like,
What a fucking game. This
Right.
is weird.
All
This
right.
is rough already.
Let's-
Everybody's rolling so fucking
Let's-
bad.
let's-
This
Fire
is,
started to be in the back of his throat.
Oh lord.
It's like when Gandalf has to yell at,
Mhm.
yeah.
You
Like,
shall
Bilbo.
not pass.
no, it's when he's
So,
like,
and
I'm
Cora-
not trying to rob you. I'm
Full of a
trying to
choke.
help you.
You shall
With
arrest.
Cora's situation, he was like, Tiny, come on, get out of the way. And then he just sees like Ted, like stand up to him, like kind of don't step on my friend, like pay attention to us.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, you're right. Like, we'll settle down. He says, all right. Well, I still got a wagon, working wagon. I could get the cows lined up and we could get out of here. And let's see if we got one of our pigs still. And you kind of see
There's-
like Petunia has like corralled some of the pigs around. And then Dee Dee, you see, you also notice some of the pigs are like moving around and things like that as well. They actually kind of coming close to you and like just sniffing you and like they feel calm around you.
Well,
Well,
the
I
conversation
sniff
that
them
TD
back.
Yeah, are you? I forget. Are you still in your bear form?
Good cow
No,
form.
I never
Or
switched
cow
'cause-
form?
No, she had to
No, 'cause
change.
I had to come downstairs, so I had
Right.
I had to take it off. So I'm back in human form, but I still nose them back.
Nice.
Satyr. Satyr form.
Nice.
Yes, I'm
So-
in Seder. Thank you.
Seder form. Yeah, so they nuzzle up against you and they're very comfy next to you.
Well,
BB.
I'm petting them and telling them they're cute. Babies.
And then the pigs are like,
Yeah.
wink,
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
I kind of want to talk to him about like because now it's his farm. I want to talk about like the main issue of why we're here. Of like we came to make sure that there's still food supply for Fendelin, and I was thinking that we could talk about sending some of the refugees to that aren't able to sit here with they're not able to do anything in the city because they don't know anything about construction stuff, but there might be farmers and stuff like that that we could have them send to help
Secure and help with the farming.
try to get the
Get it back
farming, and
going.
then obviously me being the commander of the guard still, interim, I guess,
Yeah.
get an actual guard set up here because there is still that orc that got away, and this place is not safe.
Mhm.
So I want to get him calmed down to talk about like the shit that we actually need to talk to him about to get on with all that, because
Yeah,
otherwise he's gonna keep looking around and be realizing that we stole all of his shit and it wasn't the orcs. So anything to get his mind off it. That's the plan.
Yeah, remarkably, all of you kind of get a sense that the orcs really just wanted the food. It really didn't take too much. But so he's talking with you, and he understands. Like, okay, so you're captain of the guard, okay, and he feels pretty confident he can make his way back to Fandolin with his wagon and so on. And now that he's healed up, he feels pretty good about that. And he'll probably go ahead and start heading that way. And he asked you guys, is the road safe back to Fandolin?
At the moment, yes.
That's a changing situation, darling. Proceed at your own risk.
Right. And he's like, well, let me get some of my knives. And then you see him run back in one more time and come back out. And his cloak, his chef's cloak, was totally empty. And he comes back out and he has so many knives on him, it's ridiculous. This is like crazy, right? And he's just like knife everywhere. Like he's got one on his ankles, and they're all like unsheathed. They're just hanging by like the collar of the knife. But he starts flipping one, and he's like, "I think we'll be fine."
Can I give him my extra hand axe that I have? Because I mean, hand axe will be great for like fire, like building fire, and then kind of actually having a weapon that's not just knives.
Yeah. He looks at you and he gladly accepts. So he looks at it. He kind of grabs onto it, weighs the heft of it. He's like, "Oh, 6.2 pounds. That's a good one."
Yeah. All I care about is good stuff,
And sorry, was that a magic one or was that just a?
It was just a regular one because I have my mace
Okay,
plus
sure.
1, so.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, so just remove that one and then perfect. Yeah, so he's got that one. You start seeing him, and this is off camera, guys, off the map. He's starting to load up the wagon with just some food for the road, and then the pigs get up on there as well. And the cows, he actually puts the horse stirrups on the actual cows, and you guys really haven't seen this before, but the cows come out and they're hauling the wagon. And looking at them, they look pretty burly, like almost like donkey strength, I guess, right, to pull a wagon. So, and he's like, yeah, I think we'll be good. And this is all taking place in like 20, 30 minutes or
This
so.
guy's got some Norwegian
Yeah,
cattle up in
I would
here.
help him out a little bit and then ask him, say, hey, what do you know about the loggers camp? Because we're actually heading there after we spend the night.
Oh, the loggers camp. So they supply this whole area with some of the best wood. There's a lot of arcane pieces out there in the woods, northwest of here.
Northwest. Yep.
Yeah, and he knows that place is invaluable for Fandolin, even for Coneyberry. And he says, "Wait, how is Coneyberry?"
You'll see it on the way back to Fandolin. That's the reason why we're all recruiting everyone back to Fandolin.
I tell him, I lost my family too. Coneyberry is abandoned. There's nothing for you there. Save your energies and don't make a stop at the city. Just keep going.
And he
I pet all of the animals before they leave and tell them they're cute and adorable. I love them and I hope they have a fun journey.
and they exclaim and oink and all the noises.
Yeah.
Oh
I
man,
make
the
them back.
noises! I forgot to freaking play this sound. Darn it! Like the whole time. I installed some music. So does anybody hear this yet?
I.
Yeah.
I should ask him if he
No.
wants to secure the building first. Make sure that doors are all locked, windows, everything's shut up. By the time he comes back, I don't worry about extra critters.
Okay. Yeah. So he's like, "Oh, thank you. That takes a load off my back. I don't want any more of my goods taken from there." And
Just like this.
from
I don't blame you.
I think
and-
Cora makes like she's gonna go help board things up and like sticks the bottle of wine she took back in a corner.
funny. I'm gonna say he's talking to everybody, so that you pretty easily can do that. But a second ago, when you had mentioned the loss of your family, Cora, he had grabbed onto your shoulder just like you were grabbing onto him, like to give him comfort. And he just says, "Just stay strong, and remember why you're fighting."
You too. You too.
And I keep moving this measurement thing. All right.
Yeah.
So with that, for the sake of the narrative, he starts getting ready to go. He loaded up his wagon and heads off. Is there anything else that you would want to say to him or anything like that?
I'm
say-
gonna
Take
write a
some
note,
seeds with you. Take
You're
some
writing a
seeds with you.
and then I'm gonna write.
Belfer first.
Okay, I'm gonna write a note with my insignia and everything for him to give to the guards to guarantee that he gets a guard patrol to take with him on the way back, and also that way him and the caravan are safe, and the other farmers and stuff. And then also, I guess a note for whoever I guess is in charge of the refugees, just kind of say, hey, we need farmers to go there. They have lodging, they have everything they need. They just need working hands that are available.
And he gladly takes it and he says, "Thank you for that." And it's Sildar, by the way, who's
Sildar,
kind of
okay.
organizing the refugees. He's been helping you guys with getting missions and things like that. But yeah, okay. So he takes that, pockets it, and then Ted, you were saying?
Take some. If you got some easy growing seeds, bring it with them. That way, the Phandalin refugees can grow some quick food.
That's a
That would
good
definitely
point.
help with the food situation with the refugee camp.
And he not only finds it at 18 on that, so he goes to some of his stores, easily finds some really good seed for corn, for wheat,
Potatoes.
yeah, potatoes, just a couple of really good things that he packing up like crazy. And he's like, yeah, you ever have to pack for a trip and you forget something? It's like seeds is like a socks for me. I don't know why I would forget that. So awesome.
Yep. Okay.
And I say farewell. Take care of my new pet friends.
Or you
And
should tell
you
your
see
friends to
him-
take care of him, right?
And yes, and then I tell them, take care of the big man.
And the pigs go like this and like oink at you.
Battle. Hey, we've seen what cows can do.
Awesome. All right. So with that, you've explored this area, and you feel pretty confident that for now it's cleared out from orcs. You do know that to the northwest, again those two other orcs had escaped, and that happens to be the direction that you need to go towards Loggers Camp.
Ooh.
So,
We got.
so anything before you guys depart?
Brothers are.
Are we resting?
Long rest. Long rest.
We should
I
long
am
rest.
taking a long rest.
Oh yeah, you have you literally you're gonna go to combat and you're gonna be walking around like
Yeah.
falling things at this point.
Well, actually, I
So we'll go
forgot
to the map real
last
quick.
time was to use my sorcery points to give me more spell slots, or convert my spell slot into sorcery points.
Yeah, he could have done a lot more
Yeah.
damage.
I could have done more damage last time,
Well,
but
no,
I didn't.
you were out of
That's
like
a lot of damage.
you still had stuff you could do, but the thing is, you didn't have enough actions. Is what it was. Like you would have had to have
Well,
another
I was
turn.
still doing 4 firebolts all at once while
Um,
streaking through.
You were at like max capacity. Your rolls were like okay. Like if your rolls were better, everything would have
Yeah.
been. It would have been way worse. But I think like
Oh,
you ran
yeah.
out. You ran out of a like ability, like to be able to actually do anything out because you used everything. Like all right, cool.
Well,
I
I ran out of
anything else.
sorcery points, but I forgot I could convert my
Yeah.
higher any of my spell slots into sorcery points to do more meta magic.
You hear these two talking on horseback as you guys are all traveling. Like, I could have done more in that fight. I could have done that. Blah, blah. So,
Yeah.
Well, so did during the long rest, since Favor doesn't need to sleep as long as everybody, like after I get my rest, can I like pick his brain and try to learn more stuff?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, and about spells or whatever, so I can keep learning.
Well, does Favor know spell?
It's got some, right?
some magic.
Imagine if we had
Yeah.
Cora and Favor just tossing bonfires everywhere. That'd be fucking hilarious. Everything would be lit.
Meanwhile, I'm like, I do
Hilarious.
firebolts.
Hilarious.
Hey guys, look, I'm Ted.
So real quick, the Floggers camp is about 25 miles away from you guys. So you tell me, do you kind of rest in the deserty area or the plains area, I should say, in towards the forest, or do you?
Why wouldn't
Well,
why
forest. We
wouldn't
got
rest
elves and
at the farm with?
well, we do, but it's still
in the
25
woods?
miles, and that's a long hoof.
Oh,
Sure.
you mean what's our halfway point?
Yeah, wherever
say in the
along this
woods.
line.
Well, I
Uh,
can sleep in the tree because I'm an owl.
I would say forest probably because I mean we have what we have. Like,
Well,
we have
we've
BD
done it
and we have
before.
Favor, and it's probably the most easy place for Ted to kind of build a
Gives us cover.
yeah.
Mold earth, baby.
Co-
Mold earth.
Cora is probably more at home with in the forest as well.
And we could go hunt some boar for more bacon.
Ooh.
He gives you Ted. He kind of replenishes your personal stock, but it's a pretty
Yeah.
big stack of newly flavored, revamped, sugared, like buttered bacon.
It's
It's
just
not bacon,
honey
it's
glazed
turkey.
jerky.
Yeah.
Are they imbued with
Candied
magic
turkey.
to where they give him more ability or give him more spell slots whenever he eats it? Can we do that? Can we do magical bacon?
No, not that. No.
If you max out your cooking, maybe.
Maybe max on the cooking. All right, so it sounds like you guys go about halfway and then you camp. Is that kind of like what you guys
Probably the smartest, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Who is first on watch?
I'll take
I take
first
last
watch. I'll take first watch.
Dee Dee will take first watch as well.
Okay, cool.
She may or may not tempt Baleful into eating a mushroom.
Can I like pre-bless myself to like just give myself a little like, hey, immunity? I'm like, hey, we got first watch with Dee. All right, so connection of she's trying to convince everyone but me to try a shroom, so I'm definitely next.
That's funny.
All right, I'll
Uh,
be roosting up in a tree.
Okay. And then I think I got everybody at Cora Favor.
I'm gonna hang out at
Cora,
this
wherever
rock
you
right
want.
here.
Actually, let's go for up here.
I'm chilling on
Away.
this little bench and I'm digging in my pack for some purple mushrooms.
I can see her do this, and I'm like,
Hey, do you have
My spidey
purified
senses.
food?
nah, I don't because we never need me to purify food.
See, that would
No,
be perfect
darling.
on the purple mushroom.
No,
You should
You're
start
gonna
here.
do
I'm not trying to ruin her fun.
I'll take it on his behalf if that's gonna happen.
You should get some forest music. So yeah, so you are just you found a nice spot to go ahead and camp. Cora in Favor, you're resting right now. So if you want to move your icons to wherever you want, and then Webster too. But cool, yeah. So T is digging through her pack.
And I look over at Baleful and I'm like, hey.
And I just give her the no. Maybe after the watch. Definitely not during.
Eh,
I'm a human. I can't see shit at night, let alone on mushrooms. And last time I almost died because someone ate a mushroom. So, nope.
Oh.
Got eaten by a plant.
Wait, was that
Listen.
me?
Yeah,
I
I died
definitely
almost.
protected Cora when she had the mushroom, so I would obviously protect you
Yeah.
in the same way.
But fact is,
You
I
may
was sober and I
actually
still got
select.
eaten by that plant. That plant almost devoured me from inside my armor. I ain't messing with the not in a forest.
So you're saying if I wait 2 hours and offer you again, it's a maybe?
Well, think about it. You know, persistence
It's a maybe.
persistence gives way to resistance. So, or resistance gives way to persistence.
Say
know?
no to drugs.
Drugs are
So
bad.
you're
Okay.
saying
and for
there's a
and for
chance.
this kind of
There's
thing,
a
for this kind of thing, it is a player choice. So, you know, if
All right. So tell me stories about you, darling.
I have no
How'd
memory
you
of
get to
all.
be captain of the guard?
I have no memory or recollection of 80% besides stuff that comes to me. It's I basically my day-to-day life right now is based off of instinct. So, I got knocked out by a troll and that's just, you know, remember when I was dropped on my head when I was a kid on some concrete and I'm still not the same. Let alone get hit by a troll.
Okay. So want to hear stories about me?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. And you just yeah. Tell me some. Tell me about this Fey Wild. Like, obviously I can't go to like the other dimension of like the Fey,
Ooh.
and
Well,
that's I don't.
The time you joined our party,
but no.
Pan had called me back to commune with him, and he gave me a special message that in the dragon's lair there's a special cup that I have to retrieve. So when we get to find the dragon, I must look for it.
Well, I mean that should be easy enough. I mean we take everything we see anyways. So I mean anything shiny we're like that's ours. Oh, teeth. Those are clean and shiny. Let's grab those too while we're at it.
I hope they're clean and shiny. There's a decent chance that some of these weird monsters are not clean and shiny.
I mean those orcs weren't clean and shiny, but we still have their teeth. You know. We got a
Cora
collection
does
girl.
have a thing for teeth. What's she gonna do with all those teeth? I wonder.
I mean, at
I
least
wonder if we can play pickup sticks with them. Like
isn't
when you
it called
toss 'em and
Bones? That's the Bones game, right?
Ew.
Yeah, where you
Salts the bone.
sticks and stones and bones and
All right,
from
so
that back
both
in
of
pen.
you, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
These conversations, I love it.
Luckily, I am very perceptive.
All I gotta say is, having watched with Dee Dee is probably one of the most fun watches you can have. That's for sure. My perception is
I
passive.
got a 23, darling. You don't have to notice shit.
I still need to notice some shit.
Eyes
I'm-
on me.
Oh my god.
I gotta hold on. I'm rolling anyways. All right.
Yeah, please.
Do it.
If it makes you happy, little human.
So, Edie,
Hey, you almost got it.
Yeah.
Is
Edie,
it pretty good? Yes.
with your satyr hearing, you start to hear kind of a little bit of water, like a trickling of water, right to the bottom right of the map of you.
Do you hear that, darling? It sounds like sprinkles or like a water dripping. Do you hear it? I hear
Yeah,
it. It's
did-
over here.
Was this already here? Or is this like a new sound that just popped out of nowhere?
It's not in the music I'm playing, so it's a new sound.
Oh. Okay, well I didn't
Well-
know like if that was like part of like the ambiance and we were
Well,
just talking and we heard it in the background, or if it's something that we just randomly started hearing that we noticed that it was different.
She just started hearing it.
Yes. that,
That wasn't
uh,
there. I mean, I didn't hear that before. I mean-
should we investigate?
I mean, we could, but also I don't want to leave everybody alone while they're sleeping.
What if I just produce a flame somewhere in this direction?
Actually,
Where's
I could.
my
Oh wait,
little
I can.
pointer?
I mean, I could technically
you
do
that.
sacred flame. Wait, hold on. I gotta read. I gotta use my eyeballs real quick.
My thing is just produce flame, so I could
Yeah,
just
well,
simply.
I don't want to light
Make
that
one.
forest on fire though. Oh, that's
Sorry,
loud.
Sorry.
Oh, you guys, You know, sometimes y'all are a little cautious for Dee Dee's taste.
That's kind of what you're hearing. It's like just a constant stream of falling.
Like a waterfall.
think
How
we
did
lost
a
Haley.
waterfall stop
I'm
immediately?
gonna cast light on a rock near me and throw it in that direction.
Okay.
All right. I'm going
Smart.
to turn around and go close to the outside edge of the fire. Perception, just so I can peek out here a little bit. I'm not going to leave the camp.
Okay.
Did he mold earth around us? Above what? No. Ian?
I
Ted, you
would
tell.
at this point. At this point, it's going to become a standard, a little half wall all around.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna
So you have to step over.
build that for us.
Yeah.
What is my throw? Like I don't really know how to.
I
calculate
think you
throw.
can
That's
do
your
it
dexterity.
up to. Yeah, I think you can cast that spell though at a certain range.
No, that one's.
no,
I think that
it's
one's touch. That's why I touched the rock and it stays on as long as the
okay,
spell's going. So
cool.
I had to hit you a
This
rock. Basically.
dexterity. Just roll dexterity. Add your bonuses if you have it.
What's your dex modifier?
0. I am not dexterous. And I roll. I can throw about 2 feet in front of me. I got the arm of a sissy. This is why I throw magic.
Okay. So
There
what
it is.
about what if
There
you
it
light
is.
something on fire and I try to throw it?
But fire in a forest sounds like
Dangerous.
this sounds kind of sketchy. But I mean, hey, you do what you
Well,
want to do with the
has
wild
the
one. You are the wild
ability-
one. I mean, I technically
Okay.
can create. I can create water. I can make water appear. So
You know what?
You do
I
you.
could
Go wild.
Shift into something and check it out.
you could be a centipede and go up a tree.
I have many tiny.
You could be a
bees.
cow and just run around and just just see.
Yes. I could be a pig. I could be a scorpion.
Okay, so I will let you decide what you want to do, and I will sit here and I'll wait. And then obviously give me the. I'm guaranteed whatever you pick, you will have some kind of call, and I would definitely know it's not normal, and I'll
The
run.
rock is still lit, by the way.
By the way,
Dee, throw my
and
rock.
Also,
Throw my rock.
okay, I can. Can I throw the rock then? I'll
Yeah.
just.
We're playing a pickup sticks, right?
Yeah, we're playing pickup sticks. I am very dexterous at +0 as well, so that's exciting.
Yep.
I'm gonna roll though, but I am apparently much more dexterous than you are at
Yeah.
a 15.
I got heavy armor. What can I say?
Yes.
So,
Okay.
so that's about where you actually you picked up on the sound. Doesn't look like anything special. Just a bunch of bushes, trees.
My sissy has hell armor. Well, wussy,
Why
is that better?
are
I have the arm of
happening?
a frail,
Oops, here's the arm.
adult who has never seen the sunlight.
Okay. I'd like to continue investigate. Oh, can I do an investigation check in
How
this
could I-
area
I'll
if I
just-
walk into it?
Yeah,
Okay,
of course.
I'm gonna walk a little. Baleful, stay close to the camp. I'm gonna walk a little far out here, and I'm going to investigation check it.
Go for it.
And I'm going to. I can't see it was below.
Ooh, you almost rolled a 1. You almost lost your eyeballs.
15.
15.
Is it?
Looks
Is it
like?
15?
Yeah.
Yes, I got a
Yep.
15.
Perfect. So it's not so much that anything looks strange; it's just that it gets louder.
It's like a
You
waterfall.
mean when I get closer, the water
Mhm.
gets louder?
Yeah, you notice it
Is-
as you're walking in, and you're kind of still. It's still towards this area that you're hearing the source.
So
Um.
Favor is technically he's in meditation, right? Is he in tune with all the sounds and everything that goes on around him while he's in meditation, or is it like a
He,
Is
state?
it like a deep meditation
it's
where
a
he's
deep. Yeah, I
he
like
enters
if
the
somebody tries
avatar
to if somebody tries to attack him, he's got that bow that can go on. But otherwise, it'd be his natural perception to pick up on things.
How does it work with him having the crossbow and then his dragon bow now? Like, is it still gonna like he has it in his back and it vibrates and he notices, or is it like he still keeps it at his hip just to have it as like a secondary just in case?
Yeah, Favor, how would you want to play that out? Like, how would you equip that, or do you want to equip both?
You might be muted.
You're
Oh.
definitely on mute, darling.
Yeah, we can't
It's like-
hear you.
He's like, wait a second.
There you
no,
are.
not.
There you are.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Hello.
Um,
Welcome back.
I what am I able to like store the hand bow, like holster it basically on my hip?
I say for flaving, sure. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. So
You
I
could be
would
like
have it.
almost like a demon hunter, like have the freaking crossbow ready. Then you
Yeah.
just pick it up and then you do the bow real quick.
It's like
Yeah.
him having
But-
a rifle and a pistol, basically. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a sidearm.
It's
Yeah, I would
quicker to
have
swap weapons, you know.
I would have the longbow on my
Yeah.
back, like classic bow style, and then I would have the hand bow, or
Okay.
crossbow.
Yeah.
So-
Anybody tuning in might disagree, but I'm like,
Hey, this is your campaign. It doesn't matter what other people think.
All right. But
Um,
his bow, if you're trying to ask like, hey, like, does he pick up on anything? He doesn't notice anything, and you feel like by now he would have.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Didi now because now I remember he has his crossbow in case anything happens, and he's able to. His bow will let him know to wake up. Hey, and Webster's also there too, so I think they're good. And then of course we got Ted and Overwatch if anything happens, so we will be. I'll go with her.
Webster.
I think
So
Ted's hanging
I'm
up
still
right
asleep.
now or sleeping.
I feel like you should trail me a little bit just so we're not both going, just so there's a little someone slightly like I can toe my foot out a little bit farther. You can kind of stay a little bit close to the camp.
Well, I have
Just
shit
in
for
case.
vision, so I literally can't see if you go out there.
You're
That's the
saying,
thing.
oh wait.
You have night
you
vision. I
hear
can't
the-
see.
Does not have dark vision.
You hear
Oh,
the
okay, so you're saying you
waterfalling
need to
feel
come
for it.
with me.
Basically,
is
if I
what
want to
you're
keep
saying.
track, if I want to make sure, I could be like right here, but I still have to be close
Interesting.
enough to be able to see where you are. Basically,
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm holding the rock, so you can. I've come and I've picked up the rock, and I'm slowly, kind of tiptoeing closer to this sound.
All right, and
little
now
bit.
it's exceptionally loud, but I'm not going to kill our ears.
yeah, please
So
don't.
it is a very
Yes.
loud waterfall in front of you, and for the sake of you being able to see it,
Ooh.
So, in front
It's so
of you-
pretty.
you see a very large, kind of like, I'm sorry, it's kind of like a pond a little bit, but at the top of that is a waterfall going in, and you feel like a hot, humid steam coming up.
Do we sense any
And-
magic?
And Dee Dee, as you're walking in, you are just feeling refreshed and like nourished. It feels like a spa.
I love spas. You have taken me to
Wait.
my Mecca.
Wait, Dee Dee, there's a body over there in the water.
That's me, darling.
No,
What are you
there's a body. I can see a.
do you
I see. So I run over to this side, and
Yeah.
then I.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a skeleton.
Balfour, give
It's
me
a
an
skeleton.
investigation, and let's do it with advantage because you saw it on the map first.
Yeah, oh,
It's fine. You're immediately on top of it, and it is not moving. So go ahead.
Investigation advantage roll. We rolled a 15.
Nice.
Your investigation is -1. You're really
Yeah.
bad.
I told you, I'm not an investigator. I'm a soldier.
And Balfour,
Well, good job.
You are heavily armored, but your feet are like pretty much deep into the water, and you're kind of digging in. But you also feel very comfortable, very relaxed, even though it's pouring through your feet, unless you take your shoes off real quick. Anyways, what you find is a body, and it looks like it's lightly armored, perhaps like a medium leather, but it looks very much just old and rotted. Body itself is just bones and skeleton. It looks like on his left hand, with a 15 for either of you, you see pretty easily he's holding onto what looks like maybe a journal, and it's slowly, like with the water, it's kind of like going back and forth like this, but you can see his hands are like clenching it.
Can I do like a medicine check to see like his the way he died? Like if I notice anything
Yeah,
that would be.
yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
I got a +9
Damn.
to medicine.
Holy
My
crap.
God, my guy.
Like I'm a coroner
You're
secretly.
not an investigator, but you are an investigator.
Hey man,
Yeah.
coroner
Medical
here.
examiner.
Yep.
Yeah, you could do autopsies.
Yeah.
So since it's mostly bones, you don't see any skin or anything, but what you do see is through that armor, there's about 2 or 3 gashes kind of towards the chest area, like right about here, chest to shoulder. And they look like probably a sword went through there. And that's likely where you think that was kind of the fatal blow.
Oh, so he probably was trying to crawl back over here, or his friends brought him over here to try to see if the refreshing. This might be a. Can I do a history check on a waterfall that has like restorative things to it?
Yeah, go for it.
See if there's a.
Ooh.
It might be a tale of old kind of like waterfall, you know.
Ooh.
A tale of yore.
I apparently don't know history though.
Amnesia. You claim amnesia.
Yeah, you blame amnesia, but you really don't quite catch that there was anything like that. You also, I would say this because of your medicine check and investigating at this point, you've had your hands all over him. Your hands had cuts and bruises on them already, even though you were at full health, and they feel comfortable, but they don't feel like they're healing. It feels like a very nice spot. Does that make sense?
So it's like not a healing swamp. It's like a relaxing, like how a siren sing is basically. It feels good, but
just feels just comfy. Like you're surprised because it's a waterfall going into a pond. Like you feel like it'd be overflowing, but it just keeps on going.
I'm gonna go ahead and just break his thumb off that book and grab it.
All right, cool. So
no.
as you do, you blow up. No.
Yeah, let's go. Heavy armor, AC 19. You ain't hitting shit.
No, you pick it up, and it's a very, very thin journal. I'm talking like very, very, like maybe has 1 or 2 pages in it, and the journal inside the leather covers of it look very rotted and kind of destroyed. But there are a couple of pages in there, and it looks like there's writing in it. But I know there's light on the map, but there is no light for you as a human right here. So you are like in water, and you're trying to read it, and you're like,
well,
no,
I just see the book, and I
Can
plan.
I look at it?
You
I
could
can
try
see
it.
in the
Look at it.
dark.
Are
Yeah,
you
can
still
I-
carrying that rock of light?
Oh, I think I set it down right on the edge of the pool before I got
Doesn't
in
know because
because
he's asleep.
Well, I always cast light whenever I go into dark areas, anyways. So technically, I do have light around me.
Oh, you can-
I say, hey, this book, you could. I mean, Dee Dee, come look at the book. If anything, we can always ask, our good old sorcerer.
Yes.
He would probably know a lot if we don't know anything from it. And we gotta be very careful because it looks like it would fall apart really easily. Can I cast like Sacred Flame on the ground and kind of put it over it to kind of like dry it off a little bit so it doesn't like rip and just tear when we bring it over?
Yeah. So you kind of get out of the water and try to do that. Just do a wisdom check and add your spell modifier.
I think it automatically adds spell modifier, right? Or it should.
I just do D20 and then yeah.
Oh
yeah, your wisdom is your spell modifier. So yeah, just give me a wisdom check then at that point.
Hey, I know how to roll smart stuff.
Yeah, very easily. You start kind of drying it off, right? You control your flame enough. Dee Dee, you're kind of seeing this as well, that he's just making it nice and dry and whatnot. And the actual journal itself, you're seeing the words not appear. It's just that you have light now, and so you can read into the journal and see those words in it. Do you read it?
Yeah, you can read it together.
Okay.
Hey, we could do a little story time.
Okay, darling, take a seat.
Dearest Myrna, I wish I could come back to you and give you the ring I held so close to my heart this past year courting you. But I have taken injuries from a group of Red Brand brigands and have no way of reaching help. I will bid you farewell, hoping to meet you in the time to come if there is a hereafter. Know that my last thoughts were of you, and if by the chance should come your way, for you are brilliant, funny, and beautiful, I hope a good man give you an offer to love you. It would please me to think you would take it, not to grieve too much for me. Jonah.
Is
that
there any indication where maybe this was from? like in the book, what city or town this Myrna might live in?
Give me a history check.
And then while she's doing that,
Okay.
I just give her the book and I walk over to the body and look inside his rib cage and see if he really held the ring close to his heart.
Sure. So with the 10 is that's totally fine. I think with that same investigation, you could actually find it pretty quickly. You see like a little gold ring. It's not the finest you've ever seen, but it looks like it's sized for a woman. And Dee Dee, with your 10, Myrna is the one of the shop helpers back in Vandalin.
Yep, that name struck a bell.
I would like to hang on to this so I could return it to her, because I'm sure she would love to hear this loved one. Some kind words.
Yeah, I think we should give it to like I found the ring, so I hold it up. I'm like, if we give this to Cora, I'm sure she can get her blessed ring that she wants for even cheaper. For giving her a sentimental thing. I'm sorry, chaotic neutral. I don't care about like the sentimentality of it because it's like the guy's dead. It is what it is. But if it helps out friends, that's what matters.
Cora doesn't know why, but in her sleep she rolls over and smiles.
So I say we take this journal and this ring and give it to
Favor.
Cora to give to her.
Favor, back in the camp. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, 16.
Nice.
I'm a fucking MacGyver. I'm nothing if not
you feel
MacGyver. Pretty
something.
much,
Like-
right?
It feels like there's nobody around you.
In my meditation, I do.
Yeah, and then you pick up your eye and you look and you're like, wait a minute, where the hell are these guys?
So much for being on watch.
Okay. I look around with my perception, I guess, and do I notice anything? Any clues?
Would you see
Huh?
the light from the rock?
Can you see?
Yeah, I was gonna say you can see a light in the forest right over here, and you do see with the camp light right here, like some of the foot tracks of satyr and human boots.
I wake up Cora.
Cora
And-
and Ted.
Yeah, I wake up Cora and I tell her to wake up Ted, and I'm going to go.
How would you?
He's
wake
in a
me up if
tree.
I'm rested in the
Throw a rock at.
tree?
Oh wait, she's got a
You're gonna
catapult. She can
send
fling
the
a rock.
halfling?
Yeah,
Just throw a rock at. Just throw a rock at him. You know, catapult
yeah,
a rock
just
at
throw a
him.
rock up there.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. You threw a rock at him. Ted, give me a dexterity saving throw.
I don't want to
Not a boulder.
knock him out of the tree.
That'll be great.
15.
I just
Okay, awesome. You are not scared or frightened. You just wake up a little like, what?
I'm like,
sorry, you're just really high up there, but like some people are missing and Favor noticed, so we're gonna go try and find them. You need to follow.
they're over the water.
How do you
I
know
can
that?
see that far.
If there was a roll that I wanted him to fail, it was that one. That was the one roll. I'm like, please fail this, please.
Can you really see that?
I had the high ground.
Oh yeah, he gets high ground too.
I guess
He
your
can see
vision,
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
From
what
that-
water? Remember how much bigger than me you are. What water?
Just all right. Just follow me. I'll fly over.
So I go to try and
Okay.
find the source of the light over here.
Right, and you see the lit rock. Balfour and Dee Dee, you had just finished reading that, and Dee Dee making association with Myrna, and so on, and you kind of start hearing some footsteps up here. So Dee Dee, not necessarily knowing right away that they're coming, how do you react?
He failed his
I
stuff.
rolled a nat 1 on stealth. I am grumpy. I'm upset.
Just falls out of the sky, hits a random tree, and just
No, I land on the tree. Crack.
just
I'm like,
falls.
son of a bitch.
I say,
Gotta lay off the bacon.
Balfour, someone's coming. Maybe it's our friends. Maybe it's someone else. I don't know.
I mean, from what I could hear, I hear a little pitter patter, And then I just heard a tree branch break. So I mean, it's gotta be them. It's gotta be. Oh, there's Ted right there. Hey, what? Hey, there he is.
Hi, Ted. You should come in. The water's fine.
Did you say that my steps are pitter patter and Corpse has her hands on her hips?
I mean, but the thing is, am I wrong?
It's okay, Tiny. It's okay.
So I need to know what aquatic
Hindsight's
animals
hero.
I've seen in my life.
She's gonna be a guppy.
Listen,
Only
I was
Flounder.
fish,
I-
salmon, some guppies, nothing crazy because in Fae it's more forests, right? Like not too
Yeah.
many lakes or even oceans. There's a lot of
I
forests.
know. I was vetoed above board. I was vetoed the shark from my shapeshifting.
Hey, you might be able to find a crab. You can be wearing a snip snip. You know, you get a little crabby every once in a
I
while.
know, but I
Little
wanted
crab
to
ring.
be
Are
a
there any
dolphin
little
or something.
minnows? Like any little
No.
minnows or something?
I could maybe be a frog.
Can I do a nature check on the water just to make sure it's sanitary and safe?
yeah, please.
After as Petey's
We've already-
building
we've
the
already been in
center,
it.
Like, hey, this is better than
18.
mushrooms, darlings. You should try it.
You made me pick up a scoop.
Oh, I get a
Or-
bottle and scoop it up in the bottle and taste it a little bit. And
Okay.
yeah.
You die. No. So you are.
And the campaign is over.
Ted's campaign's
I have
over.
dysentery.
You died of dysentery. This is the Oregon Trail.
no,
we
no.
didn't make it.
Oh god. It's so funny. So, anyways, kind of using your brewery skills and your alchemy and medicine and so on, you kind of piece together that this is just very crystal clear water. It's safe to drink. You don't even see a speck in it. Usually, when you pick up like a pond or whatnot, and you usually would like pick up on like even crumbs of dirt. You didn't even pick up any. So you feel totally fine and safe.
All right.
Bill just said something about mushrooms.
Imagine what would happen if you took a
Like,
shroom and felt
now
double
that's
good
some
inside
high
it.
quality H2O.
Yeah. Actually, that's kind of what you feel like. Like this is some
Can
water.
I empty my water skin and fill it up with this water?
Yeah, absolutely.
Super refreshing.
Write down.
Okay,
that
can I
you-
drink it?
Yeah. So write down that you have refreshing water,
Yep.
and then Dee Dee, if you drink it, as you do, you feel like you had the sniffles 10 minutes ago, just from entering and being out and things like that, just picking up little things, and all of a sudden you can just breathe a little bit better, and you just feel just calm, like relaxed.
Hey guys, do I look any younger? I feel like this is a fountain of youth.
Ooh.
And you look the same, but
It's a fountain of wetness.
it is a very like steaming water, relaxing, kind of spotty.
Ted, do you
I'm
know
just
anything
saying
about
it.
these
Yeah.
I'll
waters?
take 3 glass vials of these. Let me do a history check, I guess.
Okay.
No, maybe survival.
Would it be history?
Yeah.
Because it's
Why?
like, or which one would it?
History,
Well,
probably. I'll do a history.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Just to see if you've heard of a waterfall that's like healing
19.
properties.
What?
That 19. It's not super common, but it's spawns can kind of grow from geothermal vents and whatnot. And you kind of piece together with where you are along the mountainside. You're only about 5 miles away from a mountain. That perhaps this is one part of the ravine or the crack in the earth, and it's letting through just a little bit of steam to make this a nice little paradise.
So we have a hot spring. This is just a hot spring.
Has anybody
Yeah.
cast detect magic yet?
No.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
won't.
I don't have.
I wanted to know what I could find out if I did a nature roll.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I feel like we might be overanalyzing this at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness that was a 7. I thought it was a nat 1 for a minute, and I'm like, come on.
No,
You actually
you're
you forget
nature.
things about nature.
No, so you feel like this water, it kind of the same thing I told Ted, that it just is very crystal clear. It feels very nourishing, refreshing. It doesn't seem out of place. Even the rocks seem natural, their formations and things like that. Everything's good here.
All right, I'm gonna get 5 bottles of these. That way, I can use it for my brewery in the future.
Ooh, yeah, pure water.
Yeah, perfect for alchemy.
No,
Yeah, you would kind of piece together water like this would be very beneficial for that. So,
Yep.
ADHD moment. Can I bless a regular potion? Because
Can you bless this water?
I could make if I bless this water and it's pure, it could be holy water. I'm sorry, this is my brain's just like
mechanic for that, but I would say if you want to, I you can make a bottle of blessed water.
because
But I would say for now you're not sure if you can do that, but if you want to take a bottle and
hey
spend
Ted, can
some
I have one of your bottles? I have my flask filled or my water flask, but I or my water skin. Can I get a crystal bottle?
There you go.
Thank
Sure.
you. Cool.
Is anyone else in the water? Is it just me kind of having a bath?
My feet.
and
I have my
floating
feet
around?
floating around in it.
Just you.
How does Webster feel with waterfalls?
We're not in the fog. We're outside of any element of it.
He was like, I want to make sure that it is safe.
I don't trust this
No,
thing
look.
still.
He's right on the outer edge. You can see.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Okay. And with detect,
Itsy
read
bitsy
it to me
spider
again.
went up the water.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. It does not say it can be blocked by water. Boom.
Booyah. You don't detect any magic.
Damn it.
Yep. So we are definitely over analyzing this hot spring.
I'm going back to bed. Let me know when it's the last watch.
I asked Dee, I'm like, hey, you ever cliff jived?
Have I ever cliff dived? Yeah, I think I've probably done that. That seems like something I would have done. I'm
How
rather
deep-
adventurous.
How deep's this water?
It's so nearest the waterfall. It's probably about a good 15 feet deep. So
Oh.
you're swimming right now, Dee. You're swimming.
I'm swimming. I love
Yeah.
swimming.
Yeah.
I love everything, but swimming
where
especially.
Found the body. It was about like 2, maybe 3 feet deep at most. Like the skeleton was covered except for like the top of his skull.
Can I dive down under the waterfall and see if I can find anything else?
Yeah, definitely. Go for an investigation.
So while she's doing that, I'm gonna go over to Cora with the book. Yay!
Nice.
Buried treasure.
While she's underwater, I cast a rope trick at like where I think the deepest part of the water is.
Okay.
What? Are you trying to drown me?
No.
What is
So just
it?
hold her down there.
Rope trick.
Teleport
Is that
down
what it
there.
is?
Trick. Yeah.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Well, yeah,
what
what
do
does
you
it
do?
do?
So, I have a rope in my inventory that is 50 feet long. So I throw it over the water, and as soon as it gets to the point that I want it to, that I was trying to hang it from, it
Yeah.
shoots up 50 feet in the air with just the tip just right above the water, and then above it is a little space that if you climb up into the rope from the rope, you can stand in the space.
Oh.
And it's now hanging above the water. So if you want to, you can climb the rope and do a cannonball, do a dive, whatever you're
Oh,
into.
you made a
You're
You made
making
a
it a
straight up
fun
ladder.
thing for me. I love that. Thank you.
You made a
you can
tightrope.
live off
Yeah.
at the top of the rope.
That's great. I didn't even know you could do that. That is fantastic.
That was my level 5
choice.
upgrade.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do I-
And
you
it's
can
an
get up
extra
there.
dimensional space, so it's not like we can't see that she's up there. She just kind of disappears at the top of the rope.
And then I dive in, and then you
And then
see
you
me
can-
like
You'll just
Swan
come
You
out
could
of
use the
dive.
rope to climb down into the
So,
15 feet below.
Real quick, with your natural 20, you do find a sword. The sword actually has a R and a B on it. Sorry, why am I pointing here? It's like on the hilt of it has an R and a B on it. It looks very rusted, so really you don't think anybody can use it. But having just read that message, you heard the name Redbrand. So,
You heard it.
well,
Wait, well,
You're
in
right.
my
You're
head,
rubbing soap.
I heard
I've
it.
never like there's so
When I
I've never
read
really
it
played this
out
game, so
loud,
I don't
I
know
heard it
all this
in
random
my
shit
head.
that pops up. I'm like, holy lord, all this stuff sounds like
Oh yeah, Chris, we
Um,
don't hear you.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I'm going
all
to
the stuff
take
that you
that
can
and I'm going to
do
swim
in
it
this
over to
game is
Baleful and be
insane.
like, look, I found this sword that has the RB like that. I'm going to go use the fun toy that
Okay, so you
Favor made for me. I was really trying. I was like, what's Joff's
Have-
character's name?
have fun. So
So, Balfour, just add a sword and make sure you have a note that the sword has RB brand on the hilt.
hey, would I really want to keep the sword? I mean, because technically me being Captain of the Guard, Red Brand was really big when I like back then, so I kind of know that because they were like tied with Spider at one point.
So above board here, are you telling anybody else about the note?
Well,
and you know.
I've already shouted
I'm
it
just
to
I'm
Cora.
kind of thinking like I see it and I'm like, okay, so it could just be just a an officer sword because I mean I knew that Spider's around again. We already had issues with Spider again, and red brands were already tied, and that guy died to a red brand. Now this was a long time ago, so it might not have any relevancy to anything now. So I'm making a connection like, is this worth keeping note of because it's like the sword itself is just a rusty sword. Like it's
I
just,
think
it's
we
just
should
like RB.
offer the entire
Symbol.
package to Cora.
Yeah, plus my bag is
Including-
like stock full of stuff right now. So
Okay, listen, Baleful. Shush, shush, shush. Just tell Cora the whole situation, all right? While I play with my new ropes.
well, no, I wasn't. Yeah, I sent you away already. I was just making like looking at the sword and like making like, hey, is this worth really keeping notes of because it's just a sword? Unless I can like check for magic, I'm gonna bring it over to Ted and say, hey, check for magic. If not, we can just leave the sword because it's. And I kind of tell them kind of everything it's that she gave me, like with the red brand sword, and I told them what I know about it. I'm like, so this stuff is
And
old.
For Favor, as he's kind of looking at and kind of gleaming this, I'm not sure how far back you are, but I will say when the hilt flashes just a little bit, you can kind of see that RB, and it looks incredibly familiar to all the many swords that you've seen from going after some red brand.
So, I mean, I bring it over to you guys, and I just kind of show you, like, so this sword's just a regular sword, right? Like, I'm not seeing anything about it. It feels to me like it's just another red brand officer sword or whatever. Do you guys know anything that would make us want to keep this?
If Cora wants to detect magic, I can give her guidance if that's a thing. Guidance
Wouldn't
gives
the
you.
detect magic I already cast have covered it because it was
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you would have
within
already covered
30
it.
feet of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Cora's like, you guys, why are you trying to give the smallest in here the thing none of you want to carry?
So okay, so what I just made
I
a
can
thought.
carry. Hey,
I made
you
a
found more swords?
yes, we found swords, but I'm thinking maybe this sword was that guy's sword. So maybe Myrna, your homegirl back in town, was having a thing with a red brand, and maybe
Or this sword killed her dude. You don't know. Maybe she wants it either way. I don't know.
As she's cannonballing into the water.
Maybe
you're 50 feet in the air right in a different dimension. Wait a second. But I do give Cora the notebook.
And you safely, by the way, you safely go up and down that with no issues. You can jump in
Oh,
there. and
yes.
it's fine.
I'm very.
Deep enough.
I have a +6 to performance, so I'm giving you guys a show of your lives right now.
Circus
Look
Olay
at
over
that.
there.
It's
Yeah.
22.
It is. It's like a fish is jumping into water. Maybe a dolphin.
Yes. I'm being my best siren self out here.
There you go. Say it yourself.
Yeah, maybe. Siren Satyr.
A satyr that can sing. Yep.
And I asked DD, hey, can you check out the top of that and make sure that there's room for all of us?
In the
Because
space?
that space is enough for 8 medium or smaller creatures to exist.
Wait, we can hide on a rope? All of us can hide 50 feet
And we
in
can
the air?
pull the rope into the space and it's completely invisible.
This seems
Why don't
busted.
How long does it last? Why don't we just camp
It lasts
there?
an hour.
Oh.
Yeah. Short rest,
What-
basically.
Would everyone else like to hide in it with me? You're welcome to join me. It's absolutely lovely.
I don't do well with
The
heights.
water's perfect.
My
The
athletics is
diving is
terrible.
fun.
Yeah, the top of the waterfall, it looks like the water just comes out of like a spout almost, right? And you've got a lot of like little nooks and whatnot. So if anybody's done rock climbing or cliff diving, I guess.
Spelunking.
Spelunking, there you go. So yeah, it's like that. Like you have like 2 feet and you have to jump off of that into the water, right? It's not, you can't rest there, but you can certainly go up and go down. So.
I'm gonna hard pass because I have known to not be most in tune with my athletic side. Like I'm not very limber. I'm strong, but that's about it. And me wearing nope. You guys have fun. I'll sit here and take mental photographs for y'all.
Mental what?
Because I don't have a camera, so I'm doing mental photographs. Like click,
You
click,
don't have a
click.
what?
Camera?
I don't know what a camera is.
Camera.
Yeah, I don't know. The word just came into my head. It just like it's
Mental
amnesia.
picture.
I'm telling you, it's
Mental
amnesia.
picture.
Amnesia is a crazy thing, man. Like I don't know. I could exist in multiple places
Whole
at once.
different
Like,
campaign there.
Are you secretly named Cloud originally from
yes,
Final
yes,
Fantasy VII?
pretty much. Why do you think I'm so
Different
strong?
Need to get you a Buster Sword.
That would be lit.
So-
Imagine me running around with that.
With the heroes here messing around in the spa, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break.
Okay.
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 All right.
So, BRB, y'all.
BRB.
All right. So we are gonna be taking, I guess, a 10-minute break. We usually do. We do little breaks and stuff. We do little breaks and whatnot. So, I'm gonna probably get up and stretch a little bit while we're going. I hope you guys are enjoying everything. I'm having a blast, so I'm enjoying it for sure. So, hope y'all are too. See, like, I don't know if I want to click the. I don't want to mess anything up. So, like, if I click like the VRV screen, it goes to the VRV screen. I feel like if as soon as I click back, everything's gonna be out of place. I'm like, all right, no,
Oh.
that's it. We're done.
Yeah, you could just throw like a square over if you want. Like
just
throw
just
an
put a big
element
old
on
block.
top.
No, I mean, I'll probably stand up and like do a stretch, but yeah, pretty dope.
Yeah, you could just put a little like.
Stretches
does
with the
it work?
Candy Man.
Does it? Here's yoga with Dee Dee. In case
Yeah,
anyone would
we'll all
like
just
to
do
join
yoga
us.
together. Let's just do yoga together.
We're gonna get some nice warrior poses going.
Everybody,
Yeah,
this will be the main TikTok. Everybody just stretching during the getting ready stream. Oh Lord, that's fun. It's pretty cool though that one of your dudes came in. And was chilling.
Corson's she they.
Ah, shit. I'm
Yeah.
glad. Well,
She's still a
one of
dude.
y'all people. One of
Still
y'all.
one of my dudes.
As I say, I call everyone dudes. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
and the thing is,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's
uh,
neutral.
yeah. So that's pretty
I
dope.
feel like dude is pretty gender neutral.
Yeah, but some people like
Yeah.
to not like. I don't know. Some
Yeah.
people don't like being called dude. You know, it's like our generation. That's what we just do.
Yeah.
I call my managers
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Feel free to let us know, Corson, if dude does not jive.
2 hours out of her mid-travel rest experience. Yeah, this is what happens. We overanalyze something that is like not even like anything special, and we use spell slots. We use all kinds of stuff for like that. I mean, we took a whole
I
session.
didn't.
Well, yeah, because everyone else is doing it.
Spent a whole session in town just doing. I don't even know what we did, but it was an entire night.
We sat there shopping. It was all about between doing the gems to shop. It was nothing but.
Wasn't that
just-
the night where there
Meanwhile,
was the...
I was getting us jobs and tasks and
But
orders.
we also had a high caterpillar too.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
well. I think that was also the same night that We
It was a centipede, okay?
Spiders.
Yeah.
well, we found stuff about the spider, but I mean, still, we literally sat in town. We only got to fight one thing, and it was like a short combat of invisible.
I also
people.
think that was the episode that we finessed the handbow for me, the 60,000 gold handbow.
Yeah, that was the shop.
yeah.
Yep, that was that. Yep.
Session well spent.
That was a. I don't know how
I
you
had
managed
the
that.
best time, because sometimes it's about fun, darlings, like, doing cannonballs into.
Like
From extra dimensional spaces.
Yes.
like I don't even know how I ended up getting well, I got my armor blessed, my mace I found. Like I have decent gear. And I don't even remember really what we did to get it. I was like, cool. I want to find a good shield though. I want that floating shield. You know that, I think you know what I'm talking about.
I'm just here for a good time, John.
You're the comedic
I'm
relief.
having the best.
You're definitely the comedic relief, which is great, and it's just like
Everyone's very serious, and I'm like, ooh, sparkles.
I try to have fun, but mine is a lot of like chaotic random stuff. Like I'll just say, I thought of this, I'm doing this. Like I don't have it.
Set what I was.
Explode.
Like
If I was
Set things on
chaotic,
fire.
neutral,
I
or
wanna see
whatever, like, where would I find it?
that would be
Your
under your description. Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
Oh, I was saying like because Corson was like, I want to see a combat after break. Fight. Damn, my DM for my class up game is like you can have a nice bowstring, but it'll break after 30 shots. Oh no, our DM is honestly the perfect
yeah.
first session or first time and stuff like that. Like you get to have fun and do the stuff you want to do, and he tries to make it work. And he's really good at making sure that everyone's included, making sure everybody's having a good time, and that's the best thing you can have at a DM is the inclusion part of it.
I call him our benevolent DM.
True.
I'm chaotic good,
Yeah, for sure.
and my faith I put yes please.
Me.
And my hair color is unicorn.
You just said rainbow.
No, it's unicorn, darling. It's a completely different thing.
What is it? Hair with a horn?
It has to match
No,
my
unicorn
bag.
means like unicorn is like pastel rainbow.
Yeah, and it
Oh.
also has sparkle glitters like my bag. It's
Oh,
very
God.
important.
I don't even cast light when I'm around you then, right?
Well, I glitter. Yeah, sure. And then also, it probably unicorn means it changes. So like it's probably an ever-evolving color stream of things.
Your character basically describes your playstyle. Literally, just the look of your character plays exactly how the character looks. That's the only thing I'm like, yep, that's yeah. That is It was funny because earlier when we were doing all that like the stupid stuff between me and Favor, I was like Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and then Corson was like Tweedledee. I was like, I'm like, that sounds like a good word for her to use. She's gonna do the Tweedledee thing.
Yes. The thing that it hasn't happened yet is no one has recognized me from my family.
Is your family
Oh, my
around?
Well, I mean, in Fairy, we're
Did
very
your
well
family
known.
ever?
But Fairy
visit
Realm is
this
like really big.
plane?
Yeah, but I was called here. I mean, I can't imagine no one in my celebrity
Well-
adventure scion.
They
It is
wouldn't know how to
higher-
find you, right? They wouldn't know how to find you here, and let alone I don't think they would want to leave the fairy area for a place that's like.
No. Wait. So I'm a celebrity adventurer scion, which means the feature is name dropping. So I know and I've met any number of powerful people across the land, and some of them might even remember me. I might be able to wrangle minor assistance from major figures in the campaign at the DM's discretion. Additionally, common folk treat me with reverence, and my heritage in the stories I might tell might be good for a free meal or a place to sleep.
You might want to start bringing that up because I don't think Ricky remembered that part. I feel like you might try to bring that up because I mean, then again, a lot of the big people we find I kill unintentionally, but they die. They're dead. Like there's no chance of them even having a chance to be like, hey, I remember you, and they're just
Also-
dead.
Hey,
Just
like
like
they're dead.
Any of the like
They've
important
blown up.
people, any of the important people that are good we kind of already have it in with. So it
Yeah,
hasn't been like
that's
a great
true,
opportunity.
too.
And then like with Fandelen,
Yeah.
I'm like a big person in Fandelen because of the guard,
I
like the
know
command
y'all
of the
are
guard.
from here. Y'all have reasons to
So,
be amazing.
I mean-
Someone's
Yeah,
gonna
we're good old
recognize
boys.
me.
I'm a college student that came down to the mountains.
He's just a scary
Down
bird,
south.
is what he is. He's a scary bird. And he just
Yeah.
intimidates
Scary.
everybody for presence. All right. He doesn't have to have
Scary
anybody
freaking
know
bird.
him. They just know him as the bird. All right. He just looks at him like, what?
He's
like-
like the opposite of a Sour Patch Kid. He's sweet and then immediately intimidating.
Hey, that's yeah.
Hey, somebody pick
Immediately
on one of
intimidating.
y'all. I'll stand
Apparently, it
up
was
for you.
very hard to say.
My
You guys
mortal
really wanna
Okay,
help
enemy
thank
is
you.
the Kentucky
Yes, you do.
man, Colonel.
I'm going to do a performance and then persuade them to join our party
But I feel like
Or I'll intimidate
you'll.
them.
I
or
feel like
eat mushrooms.
if we get out of Fandalen, I'm pretty sure your influence will have more effect than like because once we're out of Fandalen, I have no real people don't know me.
Jurisdiction.
Yeah, and then
Okay,
Ted's just scary.
well,
So
Enjoy your
Nobody
moment-
knows me. Nobody
Enjoy
knows
your
me.
moment in the sun, darling.
I mean, I worship the sun gods. I'm always in the sun.
Okay.
See, I worship the god, Lady of Fortune, the goddess of fortune.
Apparently, the sun god
Okay.
loves me enough to let me shoot laser beams out of my hands. So, and if they don't die, whoever attacks them next is guaranteed gonna finish them off. This is the guiding advantage to everything.
Oh, geez, am I the last one back?
Yeah, we were just
Yeah, we've
We've just
BSing,
kind of been here the whole time.
stretching, and do some
Yeah.
BS and talking.
Yeah, we're just talking about the characters and stuff.
We're talking about how apparently, did not know, but Dee Dee is a celebrity among a lot of people, and that's what her
I'm gonna-
character is.
Yeah.
She's secretly Paris Hilton.
Yeah, but we don't know Paris Hilton, right?
If you
Paris
ever go
Hilton?
back to the Fae, she's might as well be a princess in the kingdom at this point.
So does no one recognize me in this world?
Not that you know of yet.
Oh, it is coming. Haha. Haha.
And hopefully they aren't taken over by
Wait.
Mr. Cryovane and doesn't
Is it
get
gonna
blown
be
up.
the dragon? Is the dragon
The
gonna be
I
like,
know
"Oh
you.
my
What's
God,
up? We're best
Dee,
friends. We're friends
Oh my
now.
God, fangirling.
He's gonna be like,
Nasty.
Take the
no.
cup."
He's gonna be like, your brother killed my dad. Fuck you.
But I hated my dad actually.
Ricky, chat is
You're right,
demanding
maybe.
combat. That's like we need combat after the break. I'm like, we'll try because
We'll see.
Well, yeah, if we
You
can leave
never
this
know.
waterfall.
Because literally every session we've had a combat. I don't know if you guys
Mhm.
know this, so you know
Mm-mm.
we go at the rate of like what's flowing.
Except-
So.
Except the
Nah,
one time
shopping.
we were in
Shopping
town.
episode.
The shopping episode
The
where I
shopping
got drunk as a centipede.
demanding is a
That
strong
was
word.
basically
Well,
combat.
You didn't get to go to combat. I didn't go to combat, but these three did.
Yeah.
We did fight
Wait.
fight the boars.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go to combat because I was taking care of my
Indeed.
drunk friend.
So I didn't mean demanding, but I'm adding my
You
wants
had a
too
lovely
into it.
time with your
So,
drunk friend at the bar.
You
Like,
wanting
let's-
it, me
come
wanting
on,
it. We say
call a
I'm part of
spade a
chat
spade,
too.
darling.
I love
Alright,
combat, so
moving
we say
on,
we
we're ready to
demand.
head to
We're
the body
demanding.
camp.
Who is next to watch the camp?
I'm watching
And
the
I
camp.
think Favor is.
I guess.
I
Okay.
think the last watch.
I mean, I can
I'm
take
going
the rest of
back
the
to bed.
watches because I've got a full. I only have to sleep for 4 hours.
Okay.
Whoa,
Yeah.
watch out, Night Owl over here.
To watch out.
Favor. By the way, everybody who went into the spa, they submerge their whole body in, gets a inspiration.
Oh, how do you
Nice.
use inspiration? I've heard about
I don't
it.
know what
I
that
just
When I
means.
ask you to
never-
make
You get to
A
reroll.
a check or a save or anything, you can re-roll. You could just tell me, hey, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Where do we
Oh.
note inspiration? Is there?
It's
Spot.
next to your
There's a
hit
little
points.
check box next to your hit point.
D&D Beyond,
it
next to your movement and your
turns
Oh,
the
right there.
sun on.
Yep.
It's the
So
sun god.
exciting.
Mhm.
Where? I don't see
I-
it.
So anybody who
I
submerged
am-
themselves
Next
Favor,
to your
I don't know if
speed,
you got
Chris?
in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't.
So it's right
See a
it's
little-
between
There's the word inspiration.
walking. It's
There's
above
an
your
empty
armor
box.
class.
Click
Oh.
the box.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
My screen was just small.
Boop boop.
So,
I'll be honest, I don't think I got in. I stayed at the edge. I was scared of it.
I
Okay.
Me too.
definitely got in.
I don't wanna
I
get wet.
submerged myself so much. I'm sure I have at least 2 inspirations.
only after
Corson
one
makes a good
match.
point.
Soaking.
Corson makes
Oh,
a good point. Do I
no.
get advantage on the watch because me and
10
Webster
eyes.
have 10 eyes between us?
Oh Jesus! I just spilled my fucking drink
I
onto my
mean-
keyboard.
Oh no!
No.
There,
Oh,
there goes the
no.
laptop. There goes the keyboard.
1 minute.
Okay. Advantage, no,
No,
but both
I'm
of you
just
can
kidding.
roll. Both of you can roll. Because technically, you're both woke and you're both looking. So,
Yeah.
if you want to use his perception bonus, I think he's getting a little bit more than you, maybe.
I just read it and I was dying. I was like, oh my god, I didn't think of that.
Yep. 10 eyes.
It's technically advantage, but we love Webster. We want him to be like just a full-on,
He's a full character at this point.
full character. Full
He's basically.
giant spider. That
Favor gets to
assassinates
play 2
everybody? Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and roll perception for me.
I just realized that using rope trick is essentially going to enable us to Websterize people ourselves. Just drop on people.
But I think I'll die if I jump down. Like my athletics, I will just fail and I will fall.
You don't have to
face
drop.
first.
You just use the rope.
Just slide down.
Slide down.
So, Favor, you had a 23, yeah?
Yeah.
So with the 23, you don't notice anything outside the camp. It's what you notice on the inside. You hear a little bit of noises coming from Balfour's tent.
What?
Balfour,
Yes.
you start tossing and turning. You start moving around.
I
And
hang on, let me move.
and so top level stuff.
I send Webster over to.
I'm in a dream.
Ooh,
Balfour.
Ooh.
he's the main character.
Balfour remembers something. He remembers guards with him in front of a large open cave. It's night. It's the middle of night. The lights that you see aren't actually lights, by the way. They're just for atmosphere. It is dark. And you just remember glimpses. You remember something appearing.
Oh no! It's the main. It's the thing that did the thing. My head.
You hear
Oh.
That's a big, scary thing.
Oh
the
no!
next thing that you hear, or nothing. Next thing that you see is darkness, and suddenly,
Oh no! Everybody's dead.
and then you are laying on the ground. There is a big gash right on your chest, and you feel it. And you look up at this troll, and you say,
You bastard. Honestly, I don't know. I would just be like, I don't know how that thing. Those things are scary. Like I would just be like, oh shit, I bit off more than I could chew. Like I would just be like,
and you also say, what did you do to Cecil?
Cecil.
And it laughs at you. And it turns back and kind of raises its hand, and it lights up an area right about here, and you see it. A giant, what looks like a boar, and it's your eyes are your dream. You're kind of glimpsing in and out, and you see it running up towards you, past the troll, and coming up and nuzzling against you. And you recognize this is Cecil now. And then the troll comes down and clobbers you, and you're out. And what you see now Favor, what were you
So-
gonna do?
I was just sending Webster over to the entrance of the tent, and Webster's like, "Huh? What's going on?"
So the thing that you see before you open your eyes again, and you see a giant spider, Webster.
Oh shit! I would just scream.
And you scream out, Cecil, no! And Favor, Webster, I think it's just Favor up, but Favor it hears that. Easily, Cora and the rest of the camp kind of hears you screaming, and they start getting up. But you know that name. You know Cecil. C-I-C-I-L. Your
Cecil.
niece. Your niece.
Who's?
And that's what you remember.
Cecil, your niece, is now a magical boy.
Giant.
All I could think was Babe in the Big Blue Ox.
I was honestly thinking of like Attack on Titan kind of feels. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get eaten.
Like, is a
Yeah.
lumberjack gonna come out?
Well, I mean,
We are going to the logging camp.
oh lord.
No, everybody heard him scream that out. Favor, you clearly heard it. How do you react?
So I imagine I'm just like sitting on one of the logs around the campfire, and so I guess I'd be like probably back to him, and I turn around and just peek in. I'm like, you good? Do we need to find Cecil?
I don't know. Like, it's.
Do you know Cecil?
I feel like I'm supposed to know her. Like I know she's my niece, and I got a glimpse of something from the past that I remember the troll. I remember the troll's face. I remember what happened to my guardsman, and it just I asked, like, it was just me, and then the troll was there, and I asked him where Cecil was, and then a big magical looking boar came out of nowhere and came up to me, and Cecil is a boar. And I know Cecil's supposed to be my
Wait.
niece.
Cecil's your niece and a boar?
I don't know
She
if they
was
turned
turned
him.
into
She
a
got
boar,
turned into a
like
boar.
shapeshifter.
Not everyone has that power, DD.
Well, maybe.
So,
I don't
like
know.
I just like
Everybody's woke,
think about it.
so
So
everybody can
I haven't, like, for instance, like the first time I ever saw an Alkin was when I saw Ted. Like I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, and then I see a bear wearing clothes, and I was like I've never seen that. I've been in Fandelen. This is my whole life is in this area, and we don't
Am I
have
the
a lot of
bear
crazy.
wearing
You
clothes?
were the bear. The first day that you weren't here was the day that I got put into the party, and you came out as a bear, and I was
Yeah.
Oh, it was a
confused.
bear. Of
And then
course was a bear.
then Ted comes down out of nowhere. I'm just like, there's an owl. There's a bear. That bear's wearing clothes. That bear's talking. Wait a second. And I remind you, this is right after I got rid of my, like, I just got out of the infirmary. They finally cleared me to go on missions. I'm finally out and about. And so anything that is of the Fae, anything that is not a normal small town life, I don't know. Besides what I traveled and what I fought. And that was the one time I had an encounter with a mountain
Now
troll.
you know me, darling.
Yes.
You've
So that's
seen
why
shape-shifting.
I don't think Cecil is a druid. But Dee Dee, do
Oh, I
you
don't
know
think
of
she's a-
anything that's
No.
you can
I
transform?
think that I think someone may have cast a spell. I would guess, based on the scenario that you just said out loud, that the troll turned your niece into, what was it, a boar? A
Yeah,
boar.
but I didn't know
Oh,
mountain trolls
Lord.
can use magic. Like, since when can mountain trolls
I don't know
use-
any of the rules to any of the things. I'm just telling you what it sounds like from your dream, darling.
Yeah, and I was thinking the same, but I don't know that trolls know magic like that.
Well,
Cora
maybe the
is
troll
like,
was with a magician.
That,
Or a
that
wizard.
could do it. So, I mean, I guess now I have more of a purpose on what I need to do along the way. I mean, I'm obviously not going to be leaving you guys.
Would you like
but-
to take a mushroom and think about it?
What
In
timing
time,
this could
time,
be.
Can I offer you a mushroom?
You
I'm-
got, hey, it was a maybe.
Actually,
So you're
I
saying
probably
it
would
again.
take a mushroom just to see if I can get more. Like, if I just had that epiphany and I opened up a part of my brain, maybe the mushroom will help me release another part of it, but I would like to take the mushroom while I'm inside the pool.
I support this decision beyond anything you could have just said at this moment. I will escort you with your very dark human eyes.
I guess
that can't
DD is
make
really
it
a
play there.
DD.
Oh my word.
Plus, I need to be in the pool because
Whatever you guys wanna do.
I'm not mentally okay right now, and I feel like the pool will calm me down enough to let me make
pool feels
sense of the
wonderful,
situation of all the
darling.
information.
Chad and Cora, like you're hearing this. You guys
I've
all
actually
awoke.
not moved from here. My character's still in the fountain.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys had all came back, and then
Yeah, I did come back. And then I came here. For the sake of not moving my character, we can just role play that I walk there and back with Baleful.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna head straight to the pond to kind of like, cause like from what I felt earlier, it gives you a sense of like relaxation, and with having that information tossed on me all at once and the vividness of it, I think it would help me kind of.
One of my other skill sets is shamanism. So follow me, darling. Let's go.
Shamanism.
As you're walking over there, I yell out, "Do not stay in that water for more than an hour."
You're not my dad.
I'm not your supervisor.
I yell back,
Hey, you
I
can
know
heal.
that-
You can heal.
shut up, Ted. I love you. And then we keep going.
Also, I wanted to test a theory on see how the water affects being on a mushroom. If it just completely counters the effects of it freaking you out and stuff like that and changing stuff.
I will help you journey through yourself in this. I promise to also not take one and just watch you take one.
Well, the thing is, each shroom has been different though. I also have shrooms. I still have two purple and two green, right? I have my own.
You should take a green one. We don't know what it does. It could be for the heart chakra, and it could help you heal. You know.
I'm gonna take.
So real quick, DD, you have one more left. It has red and white.
What? No, it don't. You told me I was allowed to have more than that.
Yeah, but you've been eating them.
You've been eating them a lot and giving them to people a lot.
But I have a couple handfuls. I've only taken maybe one.
You've
handful.
taken three mushrooms. You've given out 2.
Who's the second one to?
Didn't you give it to someone on the watch besides Cora?
I don't
Yeah,
think
you gave
so.
one to Cora.
Cora for
I've
sure.
taken 3, and I gave one to Cora. I think we're on 4 mushrooms out of 10. Because 2 handfuls is this many.
But they're actually the size of your hand.
They're big mushrooms.
They're
Yeah.
big.
I have big
So
hands.
I'll say you have 3 left.
Okay, fine.
White and
I
red.
have 3 left. I will write down. I have 3 mushrooms.
Her journey is gonna be trying to find more mushrooms in the magical grail.
Guys, we really got to head back to that encampment.
I'm ready to go back to bed.
It is near the end of your watch favor, and that would be the mark of dawn. So I'm going to say, tell me what color is the mushroom that Baleford takes, as he's also in this pool.
Yeah, DD, tell us what color is the mushroom that I take. You are the mushroom goddess over here that knows how to pick the right mushrooms for the occasions.
So it's a yellow mushroom with little purple spots on it, and it has this kind of fuzz of pink.
Okay, cool. So
He's like,
He's like,
"Great."
that was definitely on my list.
You know, I wasn't picturing a fuzzy mushroom. That seems a little like
listening for colors. Okay, so you take a bite of it, Belfour, and Dee Dee, you've not seen this of Belfour before. His eyes glow white, and he is sent back like this, like that, and he's not moving. And suddenly, what Belfour in his conscious sees is he's back to it, and everything's dark again.
Oh,
And it's
my.
dark. And you think to yourself, this is it. She's gone, and I can't do anything else. And then there's a little bit of light. And then it turns into a large amount of light.
Ooh.
This is where I find my religion.
Vision quest.
And you see what looks like an Aarakocra, but its wings are a white hue. Its robes are monkish, and he flaps down and kind of comes near you, and he holds onto your chest to that big giant gash, and he says to you, "Val shall not have you in this hour, for I, Re Horaktai, shall bless your soul. I must tell you now, this comes at a cost that you will not come to understand just yet, but one day, I hope you can forgive me." And you feel this on your person the whole time you were dreaming, but now you feel it, just a blessed kind of like light, a healing force on your chest. And snap back to reality. Balfour, his eyes stop glowing. He falls back down. He lands in the water. He's about maybe a foot off the water, and he lands back in. And what do you do?
First of all, I save him because that's always my promise. So he's going to live. But I take him and I help him set, because I have no idea how heavy he is, but everyone's lighter in water, so I at least put him towards the edge, so his
So I don't
head
drown.
is out. He can breathe
And
very
Balfour,
well.
as you feel that getting dragged, and the familiar face is next to you now, you're back to conscious.
What happened, darling? Your eyes glowed white. It was amazing. Tell me everything.
I saw my God. I saw where I found my religion. But the only thing is he said that it comes with a price that I was saved, and later on he hopes that I forgive him. So
Oh, dun dun dun.
dun dun dun.
And as that is shared, the sun comes out, and it is done. So from there, I'll go and activate this good old map.
Yep.
So while
I'm gonna go somewhere.
No. So I'll say, for the sake of narrative, right, that you say that, and you kind of come back to the camp and kind of go from there and start continuing on the journey.
Cool.
Oh yeah, and I gave
Yep.
Cora, and I told her about the book, from the shop assistant and the ring, and I told her, hey, this might actually be able to get you that ring, enchanted and whatnot, for like free, because this seems like it's her lost love that is dead, and the ring that he was gonna propose to her with.
okay, cool.
So you hold on to that.
Yeah, Corey, you
Cora
see the
is-
note. You saw the note, and it said from Jonah at the bottom, so you know who it's from.
Okay, great. Cora takes it from Balfour, but she's actually a little uneasy around him because she's kind of starting to worry that some of the boars
These
that they
mushrooms
killed earlier
have
might
been
have
the
been
biggest
his
source
niece.
of chaotic energy. Yeah, dude, these mushrooms have been fucking wild.
Oh.
I said it was a big boar,
Still
though.
delicious.
Your
Wait.
niece makes the best bacon.
Hey, sometimes sacrifices must be made for me to have the power that I
Oh.
have.
I saw a quote the other day that said, you start from dust and you return to dust. And that's why I don't dust. It could be someone
Dust to
I know.
dust. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Okay.
I don't dust anymore. Just let it build up.
You invite Hillary because it's the RNG of the world.
I mean, you can dust. You just have to collect it into an urn.
Kill my niece for bacon or cursed.
Bacon and jerky.
Hey, as long as it's a good bacon. Maybe that's what that guy made it out of. There's a
We're
lot of
just
bacon.
returning it back to the earth eventually.
Exactly. Yeah. My niece is now gonna be part of all of us for 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the moment. Oh
Cora,
my god,
Cora,
this is it.
Cora's not feeling any better about this. I feel.
7-second TikTok
No.
right here.
That's what I
She's
literally
like-
just thought. I was like, oh, this is
She's
the
like
moment.
she's like holding the boar's teeth and looking at her like boar skin leather bracelet she made, and she's just like, oh my god.
Don't worry.
Cora-
Peace will always be close.
Ted, you'll never be
Cora,
able to give her bacon
Favor,
again.
And Dee Dee, you would know and remember that the Thunderboard did get away. You actually didn't kill him or her.
Yeah.
You didn't kill the big boy.
And I said it was a magical big boar.
Well,
anybody
I know
make the
there's a
connection?
Thunderboard.
Did anybody make the connection to
Wait.
that? Like thinking, like, wait a second.
When did we see
Yeah.
that?
That was before I was in the party.
First night after leaving Connerberry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like right after my family was all killed.
Which would make
So we
perfect
saw
sense of
his
when I
niece?
was
So-
not there. 'Cause I was unconscious.
Yep.
Could we do
Yeah.
a history check?
Yeah, please.
Oh, I love when the everything just dots all connect.
18.
Nice. So you guys easily associate it with that based on the description that Balfour's telling you of Cecil. The same strikes, the same marks, the same thunder, all that. And then Ted, you're like, that's some good bacon,
Bacon.
though. Yeah. In
I
fact,
still regret not taking her down.
Yo, imagine if you would have killed her, and then I would find out that Ted was the one
Wow.
that killed my niece.
And I've
that
been
would be a-
feeding her all
Campaign
along.
over.
Here's some
Oh.
bacon. Here's some jerky. I have so
Oh my
much.
god.
So you guys pack up for the morning and
Yep.
get your horses ready to go, and you make your way towards Loggers Camp.
We had an
Well,
in-person
they
session
did
of
not
Labor Day
understand
2019 that lasted
fucking
8 hours. We all got
fast.
super trash IRL and took in-game wild magic shrooms that had a fucking insane
It
rave
begins
with the next
to
day and had
rain.
notes on my character that sheet that I didn't
And
understand. I had to spend the next 6
the
sessions deciphering
sun
them.
is maybe at about
I love
I'd say
shroom
about,
content.
9 or so, where the sun is still peeking
Fucking
over,
great.
the mountains. It's still the morning time, and now we're on. But as you do, it begins to rain. It begins to fog. Everybody except Belfour, this feels like a familiar rain and fog.
In what way?
When did we encounter that last?
I know. I know what we're about to do.
Is this? No, I don't know.
So your character would know. It feels like the same kind of rain and fog that you felt as you had
From the
approached-
waterfall?
Nope, as you had approached the boar.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Did the
Nice.
boar attack us? I can't
No.
remember.
Um,
The baby boars did.
Ted attacked first.
I saw bacon. And I was gonna fry it with
So-
some firebolt.
Your token, if you click on them, you'll notice Favor and Ted. It's much smaller than you're used to as far as how far out you can see. That's on purpose. That's as far as you can see. And then Cora and Dee Dee, for the sake of you being able to see a little bit on the map, that's about as far as you can see. Okay. So with that, it's hard to see straight ahead. All you can kind of make out, again, there is plenty of rain, but you really can't make out any other features that look like a log camp just yet.
All right.
You know in your map you're in the right place.
Yep.
And
Sorry, above board. We've connected the boar that Ted tried to make into bacon was probably Balfour's niece.
Yes.
Yes. And Cora is
Okay.
insanely relieved and acting normal around Balfour.
Did
Balfour
they
again.
relay this information to me? Did they relay it, or did they keep it away from me? making this connection to.
I'll let you guys discuss.
I did
Yeah,
not
no,
make the connection.
I would tell you,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
listen, Balfour, the last time that we saw the rain like this was when we saw the boar that's probably your niece. I wonder if we're going to see her here. I think we should investigate.
It just a forewarning. If the boar's there, the mountain troll will probably be there. Just the very heat of caution.
So let's go in with the
No.
game plan, Ted. I need you to agree to this. That we will simply capture the boar, but we could, if you want to kill the troll, that's your prerogative.
I mean, I'm gonna
Sounds
kill
like
the
a
troll.
good
If I see the mountain troll, I'm killing the troll for sure.
Yeah, that's
'Cause he-
fine.
But if we
it
do
was
see
more about getting
Cecil.
Ted to promise
no crispy
to
bacon,
be-
Just a crispy troll.
yeah, you can
Raises
eat the
some
troll.
light.
Eat the troll. Just eat the troll.
it's muting and
yeah,
so
yeah.
you can so I didn't think you wanted to hear me chewing. I was trying to be polite.
yeah.
Our guests at home who are viewing, hello.
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 Yeah, that's why I went mute and off camera because Tom delivered me dinner.
Well, I'm over here just eating my burrito, just straight up. Like that's one thing I'm known for is
Slice the
eating on.
Domino's real quick.
That's what I do.
So,
I just eat.
Like I ate right before we started, so we're good.
Well, it was
So-
like 8:45 here, and I hadn't had dinner yet. So
Yeah.
Since they told me about it being like a very familiar rain, I kind of want to take lead on going forward first because Cecil still obviously recognized me and knew who I was during the dream. So I'm like, all right, so she still recognizes me, even though she is a boar now. And chances are, if I see her, I'd rather be the first one to see her and then let the party, even though they have better vision than me, but I'd rather take lead on going into the camp.
all right, sounds good. Yeah, make a perception check.
I'll go second.
Cool. Yeah, if you want to go right after each other, go ahead and make some perception checks as we kind of start walking along the path.
I'm very perceptive.
Same.
Nice.
Boom.
I'm
You
just gonna stealth.
You rolled a nat 1 on the last one, so what
I'm gonna
happens?
fly up and stealth.
Okay.
With the 13.
Nice. So, going up a little bit, by the way, Ted.
Yeah.
With the 13, you're half and half. You feel comfortable that you did that pretty quietly, but you're not so sure if nobody can see you. But there is still plenty of fog, and unfortunately, you can't see much further than what you see on that.
Yeah. I'm just up high enough I can barely see their silhouettes, so I'm close enough.
Exactly. And then with both of the perceptions of Belfour and Dee, you see over here several large foot tracks.
Are they stealthing with as well?
I'm not
You guys-
stealthing because I'm wearing heavy armor. I'm a lot of shit.
But I can cast Pass Without a Trace on us, which would give you a
Oh,
plus 10
Ooh.
to stealth.
I'm also like, I don't think Belfour would be he wouldn't really care. He's gonna be kind of like in a semi-emotional state right now because he's like thinking about making the connection. I mean, of course, I can always roll stealth if you want me to, but Belfour wouldn't really care at this point because he knows he's obviously close.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, Favor, actually being this close, Dee and Belfour first see the tracks, and they look like rather large tracks. Favor, just being right next to it, you can pretty quickly recognize they look like hoof tracks.
Okay.
What kind of feet do troll have? Do they hooves or? Are we talking like a horse?
So give me a history check on that.
Okay.
Can I just tell
Because
her?
you would know. Yeah, you could probably tell her.
I
but
did a very terrible history check. I
You've
definitely don't know.
You've-
WTF is what the fuck is going on here?
You've seen trolls. You never looked at their toes. and then Balfour. Having seen that previous one, I mean, you could do a history check to see if you remember what it might look like. But
I mean, I just saw it like 3 times in one night, and I don't know if I wanted to.
yeah, you weren't necessarily looking at his feet either. yeah, wait. So with the 12, you remember, at least for this one, it looked closer to a human's foot with 5 kind of toes.
Big toenails. Doesn't know how to clip.
Gross.
So yeah, so in front of you are more kind of hoof tracks kind of going towards this direction. And for Cora in the back, are you keeping up with the crew or going further?
No, yeah, I think I'm keeping up with them.
Okay,
Kind
perfect.
of hanging on to Webster's leg, maybe, so that I
Yeah.
am tethered to something while I don't have a lot of visibility.
Okay, cool. So
Um,
as you slowly kind of make and edge your way to the left there, sorry, Dee Dee. so Dee Dee goes a little bit more north. You do catch one of the wheels destroyed off the wagon to your right, and you're starting to make out the edge of a building to your left. And then, real quick, for Balfour and Ted, tell me when you're kind of trying to fly over anything that looks like a wall.
Yeah, I just moved it around at the moment.
Okay, no worries. Yeah. Otherwise, you see a little bit out further than Balfour can, but you do just see just more of those hoof tracks. And I'll unpause you.
I'm gonna motion to Ted that I'm gonna keep going forward because he's a little higher.
I'll fly above you then.
Okay. So it looks
Can
like
Can I
following the path.
investigate if there's anything inside this wagon?
Yep. So bunch of things. Hold on. Okay, investigation real quick. Go ahead. Nice. Okay.
Ooh.
So the barrels with the 19 look like they're undamaged. Actually, they have a faint smell to them. Perhaps something is rotted.
I don't know. This is
inside
gonna be
them. If
crazy.
you do end up getting
We
closer
fight him
to
out in
them,
troll.
they do kind
I'm
of
blowing a
smell
hole in
closer
it.
to potatoes.
Just gonna fucking make it Swiss cheese. All my
And
Wet
level
Rotten
3, 2
potatoes.
spells are going straight into
Vodka?
his face.
Baka.
for Ted and Balfour.
We don't need other.
I can make my
Listen,
character can totally
I'm
make
almost
some.
out of mushrooms, darling.
For Belfour and Ted, Ted, you see a little further ahead, you are making out, looks like destroyed ruins, not buildings necessarily, but it looks like they were stone like built ages ago. Even from here, you can kind of tell, but they do definitely look destroyed from their former past. And Belfour, you're kind of just picking up again more of that trail of hooves towards this direction. You're starting out to make you're starting to see wood stumps, like they've chopped off the wood, right, in these kind of areas. Pretty easily you can make those out. And I think, yeah, okay, so for Favor and Cora in the back, Favor, you're starting to make out a little bit of these destroyed kind of ruins over here.
Okay.
Cool. And then I just unpause everybody, but since it looks like we're splintering in 3 groups, I'll have Favor and Cora go first. What do you guys do?
I was just kind of making my way down the path, and I'd probably walk up towards where DD is.
Okay, great.
Well, isn't one of the main rules of D&D is never split up the party? Because that's when shit happens.
Guys.
Always split up the party, I thought.
Yeah,
Or
So-
adventure.
absolutely.
So, Dee, Cora, Favor, what you see in front of you a bit is a stone kind of old ruin, maybe cathedral, maybe something like that. It looks entirely made of stone, but definitely there's the things that you see through them, those like windowed slots, are like just destroyed, carved out parts.
I guess
Just-
I would just walk around the ruins and just kind of see if there's Any signs of the hoof prints? If there's like been a lot of activity around here.
The hooves are behind you. They're back towards this way, so there's none that way.
Okay.
Um,
Doesn't look
but-
like they've been like hanging out around here.
Mhm.
Okay.
Did you say these were destroyed parts or carts?
This is a wagon with one of its wheels destroyed.
Yep.
And then on the right, this building is like, well, it's not even a building. It's like stones, like ruins, right?
Like foundation.
Yeah, like the
Oh.
foundation and whatnot.
Okay.
But it looks very old, right? Like maybe thousands of years old, that kind of thing. They don't look like somebody built them less than 100 years ago.
I'm slightly misoriented in this. Are we like, where is the loggers' camp, or do we know?
We're looking for it.
You're looking for it, yeah. You haven't
Okay.
found it yet. And this is on purpose. The fog is very thick. You don't see out too far, even though you know it's the beginning of the day.
Oh.
I'm gonna switch back to Belfour and Ted. So what are you guys doing? Kind of
Just
moving ahead.
keep going out.
All right. So
Follow the hoof prints.
I'll say right here, Ted, you start seeing a little bit of a figure right over here.
Over there. Okay.
Yeah. From being up high, you tell me, are you trying to look at it stealthily? Or are you trying to just kind of be there, get a quick glance, and back up?
Stealthily for sure.
Okay. Give
And
me another
then-
stealth check. Yeah.
Okay.
Balfour,
Big money.
You continue to see hoof marks leading that way, but you can't really see much more past that. And then 18, yeah, so you feel very comfortable that you are kind of hidden amongst all of the fog that's above you and so on.
Yep.
What do you do?
I kind of want to get a drop behind the person while Balfour gets in front.
Okay. So, there you go. Sorry, I let you guys go. All right. So from right there, Ted, you see the shoulders, you see the head, you see the arms, and Balfour, you also see it.
I'm
You
just
see-
gonna instantly, because I know what it. Can I tell what it is? Can I tell it like from seeing it like literally last night?
The vivid memory from last night, it looks like the same.
I'm just gonna instantly throw a level 3 guiding bolt at it. Just not even questioning it. I'm just gonna throw it at it.
I'm just gonna attack. I see a troll. I immediately attack.
I obviously have
Uh-oh.
a even bigger hatred for trolls as it is, but it's, I mean, like obviously like I'm still in a state of, now I know more than I remembered, and now I realize why I hate trolls and why the memory stayed around even though I had no memory of any part of what happened. And it's just like an instant just anger, just red, glow red. And like how Favor was when he saw the girl or the troll with his, or the orc with his bow, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and roll it. And then we will
All right.
jump you guys
Are we
into-
doing initiative or just a surprise round right now?
I'll say you guys can both get a hit off. Yeah. That's a surprise.
All right.
Do I roll for a hit
Bonus
or do I
action.
roll?
If it's guiding bolt, what is that? Is that a deck save or?
It is just a hit plus 6 wisdom.
Okay, yeah, roll to hit then. Yeah.
All right, let me skip all this.
All right. So for me, I'm gonna do basically flame on and turn on the Chardonnay stride.
Can I use an inspiration
So-
to reroll a hit?
Yes, you can.
I'm using it because. Hey, nat 20. Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my
Okay.
God.
Okay. Nat 20. Okay. Well, oh,
That's
this is
the
gonna.
best inspiration.
This.
Wow.
Oh, just wait for how much damage. It's
Alright.
it's 66.
So you automatically
yeah.
do the max damage. So tell me what the max of all those dice are.
6 times 6, so 36.
Okay. So. All right, and then roll Go ahead, roll the rest of the dice like normal.
Oh god. And that is another 26. So that is like a
Wow.
Holy cow.
All right, and
Did you
then
just one shot him?
Ted. what did
My
you do?
turn.
Yeah.
So bonus action, a Chargalon stride. So I lit myself on fire, dive down, fly back up, lit him on fire for 3 damage, and then I'm like, okay, it's time. I cast Chromatic Orb at him, and it's gonna be fire as well. And that is a 22 to hit.
All right. So first thing that happens
That's
then is Guiding Bolt
busted.
comes through.
That
It
is fucking
just
nasty.
Shoots right through this troll. Just right, just massive amount of
Holy
damage.
shit.
It is just roaring.
It's
It
like
is
plays a
like in
Gloomstalker
pain.
assassin.
Then it suddenly catches all his fire from above. It didn't even know anything was above it, and hellfire, just run or like falls right on him. And as you launch your chromatic orb, suddenly out of the side, the thunder boar rolls through, jumps up, and takes the full brunt of the hit. Roll the damage.
Oh. Of my Chromatic Orb.
Oh, we're toasting the bacon. We're toasting my cousin here. Or my niece.
Your niece, who took 29 fire damage.
All right, so really want to make sure this thing looks cool. Half a second, y'all.
Damn.
It's like,
There you go. Too big. Oh my god, too big.
So it just transformed?
No.
That's the size that it was.
That's what it should have looked like to begin with.
Okay.
So it takes that full damage.
How can you see? I can't see what's happening.
Just
Unselect your character.
just
make
click and
make
drag.
a square anywhere on the
you
map.
hit an escape key as well to unselect and zoom out, and then zoom to the far left.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Or just
I was
watch
like,
stream.
Just watch the stream.
Good point.
So what you see is this boar looking. Oops, I'm turning everybody. You see this boar looking right at you, and it comes up to you, and it tries to nuzzle you, Balefort, and it's trying to go like this.
don't kill him.
I mean, there's nothing. I mean, the thing is, did the boar just take a shot for the?
Yes, he took the full brunt.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to heal. Wait, I had a surprise attack, so do I have a full action or?
At this point, I'll say that the surprise round over. You're not in initiative because neither of them are trying to attack. And in fact, the troll that you hit, it's quivering and it's raising its hand like this, and it's like nobody understands giant on this team, but it's like.
Honestly, I mean, the thing is, I don't care about the troll, regardless of if the boar cares about that troll. I hate trolls in general. So, but I'm going to go ahead and cast. I'm gonna heal the boar because I know it's Cecil.
Okay.
And I guess I'll do a level 2 healing word.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna do a level 2 cure wounds.
Okay. Cool.
Since we're not actually in combat.
Yeah.
That'll be 13.
Awesome. Let me add that back. So. Calm down, Siri. Okay. So let me zoom out. Favor and DD. Actually, let me see. Actually, all of you heard the chromatic orb and the guiding bolt. You hear the noises of fighting to your far left.
Did you hear me screaming?
Yeah.
Screeching.
Yeah.
The screeching it of a firebird.
Yes.
Yeah, I would go over there.
Okay, so I'll just
Yeah.
for sake of time here, I'll move you guys over.
Thanks.
As you run over and you go through the up the ramp and whatnot, you make out the side of a building over here. All three of you do. But in front of you, you see a scene. You see troll blood everywhere. You see a thunderboar, which all of you are familiar with the thunderboar, and you see it hurting and bleeding a bit as well. The troll, he's trying to cover his wound, and again he's just like this, and then the thunderboar, she's kind of like going around like moving back and forth, trying to tell like no.
Because is
Wait,
that the
Would
same
Jeannie be
troll?
able to talk to the Thunderboar?
I can shapeshift into a boar. I can cast
Doesn't someone have speak with animals,
talk to
right?
animals. I do.
I have
does.
to speak with animals. Yeah.
I do too.
I'm gonna ask like Favor. I'm like, I see them approaching, right? So I'm gonna ask Favor to say, "Hey, see what they have to say, but if that's the same troll, we're killing it, regardless of what Cecil wants or anything."
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Chaotic,
So,
chaotic.
I cast
Oh.
speak with animals.
Okay.
The chaotic good
You
in
hear,
you wants
please
to stop
don't
it.
hit him. Don't, please. He's innocent. I'm telling you.
Okay.
And it's
Why?
a girl's voice, but yeah.
I just start translating all of that, and I'll kind of remark if I don't translate something.
Tell him that's not the same troll. It's not him.
I still don't like. I'm still angry. I still don't like mountain trolls in general. So it's like
I asked the boar, "Do you recognize him?"
Yes, that's Balfour.
Okay. She knows who you are.
And she's
And-
like trying to nuzzle up on like your shoulder. She's a full like, I guess 2 heads above you. You know what I mean, in total height.
yeah.
And then she's a whole body length extra. So pretty big. But anyway, she is like all up on you, like trying to like chill you out. And she's like, tell him, put the weapons away. And then she kind of goes over to the troll, and she's trying to like just nuzzle him and like comfort him and whatnot. Unfortunately, with Speak with Animals, all you hear with the troll is you just hear giant. He's trying to communicate, but he cannot.
Right.
I speak in Orc. It's like, do you speak Orcish?
I mean, trolls are
And
next to orcs, right? Sorta ish.
Sort of, yes.
and he's still responding the same. You don't
Alright,
you don't
can the
you don't
pig
think
translate
he
the troll?
Have
Yeah,
we
he-
dropped our weapons, guys?
I am the
Lower
Lower
weapon.
them. You lowered your weapon.
I want to, but I don't want to at the same time. It's like that borderline of like still angry, but also I don't like killing innocents, even if it
Ricky.
is a mountain troll.
If I have speak with animals on, I can purposely not. I can say something and they won't understand me, right?
technically, yeah.
Okay. So without the boar understanding me, I tell Balfour, listen, you can always raise them again, but this is your niece. We should find out what happened to them, and then you can take care of business afterwards if you need to.
I mean, I guess. I guess.
Or you just kill it right now.
Do
Do another
I
guiding
wouldn't.
bolt,
I
third
wouldn't
level.
feel right killing the innocent, even if it is a troll.
Okay,
And
then.
she goes over to Balfour, and she's kind of looking at you, Favor, as well. And she says to you, "That is Sid. He's just a boy."
Tell Balfour, it's just a boy. Roll.
Wait,
Look like no boy to
There's
me.
this-
the boy.
The
That
troll.
troll's a boy?
It's-
What's his name?
It's Sid.
Sid. Who's Sid?
Who's Sid?
Yes, and do
So
history
did
checks if you'd
was
like, but
Sid transformed too?
so
That's-
It
she
sounds like it.
yeah, she kind of
Baleful.
goes on. She goes on to say to Favor, so he's the only one who would understand. By the way, Dee Dee, if you want to cast Speak with Animals, now seeing that Favor's magic is working, you can if you want. But Cecil explains and says, "We were both taken by that troll. Tell him that we were both taken. It's not his. It's not Sid's fault."
So I guess as a sign of me calming down, I will what is it called? What, is this the right one? I'm gonna do prayer of healing. And divide. So what she took 20, 22, 20. How much?
She took
29.
29 from me,
So,
and then whatever that
16.
you dump on him.
Correct. Yeah, he's not doing too high.
So I have 23. I will heal. I guess 9. Well, I'll just put it all into him.
Okay.
Because
And
Okay.
he
Does
gets
above
up.
board, does Baleful remember who Sid is?
was Sid in the
Uh,
group with me going to find Cecil, or
No, he wasn't. From what you remember from your dream, they were all murdered.
So ask the pig who Sid is.
Ask him.
Yeah. Yeah, and she just says he's a village boy. That troll. That I don't know his name. He took both of us, and he transformed us into these creatures. We barely escaped with our lives.
is the troll around here, or have they been traveling a while to get away?
And I'll just say for the sake of this, you translate
Yeah.
over, unless you say you
Yeah.
don't. And then
I'm not gonna translate anymore. I'm done.
Turn it off. So
Wow, that could be so chaotic. What do you
do.
have for lunch? And then I tell him, yeah, no, the boar's right around the corner.
he got distracted near the shrine of Shavgras, I should say. Sorry. And we just booked it from there. He's been pursuing us, but we don't know where he is.
So, just to speed things up and for security
do you
reasons,
spell
I
that?
would propose you guys stay with us.
And
I agree.
Cecil kind of goes over to Sid and just kind of like motions and says like go with them. And Cecil talks back to Favor and says, "It's not safe here either. Cryovane's been through here, and he's done some things to these villagers, and you're starting to see kind of like a calming of emotions. Like she's not running around and scamping anymore, and you start to notice that the rain is starting to calm down."
Wait, so does Favor translate that for everybody to
I'm
hear?
translating everything.
Yeah. So you can kind of just say, "I asked them this," and I'll just.
So Cora is immediately like freaked out, like about her two remaining brothers, to want
Oh.
to know if they're around here or, yeah, if they're okay.
Like try to understand if she's seen them.
Yeah. So she's like prompting Favor, like ask what she meant about the villagers, like what's up with the villagers? Give us more detail. Are they here? Are they okay? What did Cryovane do to them?
And she kind of motions over and she like looks down like sad, and she's like, "He's turned them into monsters."
I
Ricky,
tap
you're
the
killing
troll
our
and heal him
family.
for 12 hit points. I'm like, no hard feeling, chap.
So side note.
You
Per-
did a healing? Okay.
Wait,
to
wait, wait,
the-
wait, wait, wait.
Yeah,
You don't have to.
12 to the troll.
Oh, the troll, yeah.
What
Um,
was
yeah.
the total?
prayer of
Sorry.
healing is up to 6 creatures of my choice heal for the same. So they both healed for 23.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I
so
didn't read it
the-
right.
That's okay. The boars looks like totally fully healed. Like
Yeah.
all that chromatic orb damage is gone, and I'll say due to troll regeneration, troll through this conversation has started to heal back. It's looking fine. But yeah, so she just told you that he turned the villagers into monsters.
Okay, Cora, just like not even thinking, doesn't even care, starts running towards that building that
Mhm.
they saw. She wants to chat.
Yeah, from right there,
Go.
if you want, this is a about 5 foot drop. You can easily jump over it if you want me to. If
Okay.
you want to.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's like
I-
twice her
I
height.
follow
She
Cora.
can,
Where are you going?
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I definitely follow Cora as well.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Did they
It might
follow?
be
I
twice the
fly.
height, but I do have a +5
There's
to
a wall there.
athletics.
I'm
If
gonna say it's
anything-
easy enough for everybody to just jump down.
Okay.
If everybody's going in that direction.
Well, I was gonna say I would help Cora. I would lift my little tiny friend.
I have a +5 to athletics, so it'd
What
only
you
be if I really
see-
beefed it.
I actually have a -1 to athletics, so but performance +6.
Nice. I like. Okay, so what you see?
It's a
inside
beautiful
there-
fall.
Elegant. There are a lot of windows here. There are doors on the map, so you can't open them. But with that, I'll make you move in a sec. You kind of see this log cabin. It looks like most of the windows have been broken into. There's a lot of damage outside of it, and the door directly in front of you is actually broken down. It's on the ground.
Can we see inside the windows?
Yeah, certainly. So here, I'll let you go. As you're kind of looking around, I want to put
Yeah,
you
what's the
somewhere for
green
Do like an
Ooh, Christmas.
investigation.
tree thing?
Cool tree.
So
slime.
yeah, so on the ground inside, right about here, Belfer, you see it, but it is like a greenish goo, just slime. It looks just like that. It does not look like it should be there at all. And inside there's a lot of kind of destroyed just building parts and things like that.
Is it similar to the goo back in the mine?
Oh, that's a good question. Do a history check.
Then we know it's some black man.
So
Or it's too emotional to remember.
yeah, with a 9 and a 12, it's gooey. It sticks, but it doesn't quite like put off any vibes that it's the same kind of stuff. But that's as much as you get from it. Doesn't look quite the same.
Are the doors unlocked?
Those two doors in front of you are open. They're smashed in.
I'm gonna. What is the boar and the troll coming with us down here?
They stayed up there. They kind of just saw you guys run off, and they looked kind of scared. I mean, imagine scared children. In giant monster
small
forms.
little children.
I mean, I would have
I'm gonna
said
approach
like,
carefully, obviously.
hey, we're gonna follow her.
So DD, did somebody follow DD in or?
I was gonna go through the front door.
Okay.
Front
so I'm
door.
gonna put you here.
Same.
DD,
I was
you
gonna
hear,
say.
don't move. It's a familiar voice. It's Cuomo.
Oh.
Do I hear it?
Where are
Yep.
you?
You're outside.
Front
No.
door.
No, she's in with me.
No, I'm
It's
like
just we
with
can't step. Oh, we can.
Balefore.
Oh,
No, yeah, I can be
DD
in the same
hears it.
square as you because I'm teeny tiny.
yeah, you technically can. Yeah, totally. Dee Dee hears it. The rest of you, faint whisper from that point. But he said, "Don't move."
Como.
Yeah, it's me, Sesh. And you kind of
Are you
hear
okay?
the voice over there.
Kinda
For
wanna
the
move.
moment, there's a thing near the fire.
Fire.
Thing
There's a
near
fireplace.
Fire.
Like, is it invisible?
You know,
What
Scary.
kind of a thing?
a big bug thingy.
Bug.
I don't see it. I think it's gone.
I don't think that that's true.
Can we look at the ceiling?
Ooh.
Is the roof
Yeah.
and the ceiling still intact?
There are a lot of destroyed bits from the ceiling. Dee Dee, when you look up, you see it, and it drops down.
Holy,
And everybody needs to roll initiative.
holy shit! That's
Holy.
Yay!
that thing is big. How the hell was the ceiling
Wait,
holding
I
that
don't
thing
see
up?
it.
Do you select your character?
Yeah,
I wasn't able
hit
to see.
escape.
Holy piss! That's a big old bug.
Holy biscuits.
All right, I think I selected
Okay.
everybody. I did. Great. All right, roll. Okay. You're gonna see a bunch of dice. So give me 1 sec. All right.
Oh
One by
god.
one.
Why so
15.
many?
I have to. It's weird, this carousel thingy.
I
But
rolled
Dee Dee,
15.
yeah, Dee Dee, what was your roll? I'll just go down the line.
18.
Okay, great. Ted,
I had. I forgot what it was. Let me pull it up.
Favor,
15.
sweet.
21.
21.
That's what.
And Belford,
11.
nice, got it already. Cora,
I don't know. I got logged out. I'm back though, I think.
oh no.
Let me try and roll again.
Okay,
Nice.
I think that was
got
better. Yeah,
20.
got a 20. Perfect.
The only thing about us having combat now, I have no level 3
Cool.
spells.
With that,
Oh,
because
18
of that,
actually with my
me
bonus.
blowing
I
things
just saw
up.
the dice.
no worries.
So this is gonna be fun without any level 3 spells. But I still got level 2 guiding bolt, which is just
And
one less d6, so it's 5d6.
Also, a note:
Maybe?
the armor that I got in the description,
Oh Jesus, sorry.
the description says that I don't get disadvantage, but in D&D Beyond, it's showing disadvantage on my dex and my strength.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
it's
so
because you're not. We got you the wrong mithril. We have to get you a medium armor one. The heavy armor, you still. I know it says it magically, but it's bugged. So
should I just ignore the disadvantage?
Yeah, you'll have to probably manual roll just for now. We'll fix
Okay,
it.
that's
Make
fine.
a custom one. Yeah. So.
I mean, I don't have. I have the option to roll flat instead of disadvantage, so it's not that.
Yeah, I mean, you could roll again and then see if you get bigger than 18.
No, not for my initiative. It's just for my other checks. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. We'll just have to remember it when we make those. But for Ted, he's first and he's outside.
Yep. Bonus action.
Okay.
Charderlon stride again. So I basically barrel through the back
that's
door
fine.
here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Open the door 50. So I go right through and burn him for
Is it
3 points of fire damage.
Is it burning anything in a straight line or an enemy or target?
Enemy or creature or object that isn't being worn or carried.
Okay.
It takes
cool.
1d6 fire damage
I was just
from my
hoping
trail of heat.
you didn't just go and burn favor real quick.
This web scare is cooked.
So,
Yeah,
as you do that, Ted,
yeah.
the fire goes across it. You look back, and you see its scales, and the fire disappears.
Oh
You don't
no.
really think that did too much to him.
It's resistant to fire. Okay, well, I have a backup plan. I cast Vortex Warp on him. He's got to do a Constitution saving throw.
Nice. Okay. 5.
Yes. So, let's get my measurement real quick. From me, 90 feet into the water. I dump him in the water, in the river.
Oh, okay. So you warp him like out of area and then into another area. That's what it does.
Yep, that's
Okay.
what it does. I warped him right into the water.
No,
Good.
electrify the
Okay.
water. Zap it.
So everybody
the
in the
water?
room, including DD,
north.
it's north of
The
you.
north.
You see this just like black hole almost looking thing just phases him and then dumps him right over here into the water. So how far? You said
Further.
90?
It goes 90 feet.
I say is as far out as possible, and the you don't know the name of this thing unless somebody wants to make some history checks.
Oh.
But it falls into it, splashes up, and it kind of disappears.
I got a 20. I got a nat 20. No, a 19 plus 2. Wait, no, that was a. Wait, 19 plus. That math don't seem right. Oh yeah,
21.
Yeah, brain. No work here.
19 plus 1 is 20 plus 2 is
Yes, I got that after I thought like numbers hard.
Number. many. Okay. So it disappears into the water. Ted, anything else in your turn?
how
Well,
deep
that
is
was
the
my
water?
action and bonus action. I don't know.
Does
But
he get
I will-
like? Is he gone?
He said Yeetus
Are we
and
out of combat?
We
You
don't
don't
know.
know. It is
I'm just floating in the air.
a river that's not really flowing near this area. If you can imagine, like river, and then there's an outcropping of water, right? And that part is kind of where you threw him, and then the
Well,
river's kind of still flowing, but where he fell, it wasn't really flowing. So,
Through the window, could I see where he ended up, or is it too far?
you would have caught like the splash because you're in a direct line of sight,
Okay.
and you just see like the outline of a splash, even though there's still a thick fog
Okay.
out here.
just cannonballed him out there. Like yeet.
So,
Yeah.
cool. So with that, I think Cora is next.
So sorry, it's getting sleepy time here. So did you convey to everyone that it disappeared? Or it went in the water?
It's like I threw it in the water, but does anybody know what that thing was?
Okay, so I think Cora's gonna call out like, well, it Dee Dee couldn't see it at first. Like, we know it can hide or like go invisible or something, so I don't think it's gone.
It was on the roof.
Yeah, it was like upside down,
Oh,
and
it
as
was
soon
like
as you
hanging
look,
Yeah.
down.
as
It's
soon
just
as
above
you look,
DD.
it
Okay,
just
good.
trapped and fell down. Yeah.
That's a lot less scary. Okay. So I mean, not really have anything combat wise to do. Cora's gonna run over to where Como is.
Okay.
And see what's
And
going
you,
on with him. And then I guess that's my movement, and I'll just hold an action until the next turn.
okay.
But I'm gonna tell Mo like, hey,
Can she
we're right
like
here.
investigate the door or figure out how to open it? or
So in
anything?
front of you, Cora, is a makeshift barricade. It looks like all of the ceiling parts and whatnot were very quickly put together, so that way they could block that thing. And it's almost to the roof, but at this point of it, it's basically capturing the whole roof. And so Como is like, "Holy shit! What happened? Did you just throw it out the window?"
Yeah, Ted's crazy, man.
Yeet!
Yeet.
Not today. Got a book from him? Yeet it.
Not today, villain.
You heat it if you can't delete it.
That's so great. He's like, all right, let me break this down a little bit. And he kind of just pushes to the side that barricade from the inside out. You notice behind him that Eris is there, as well as a face that you haven't seen, a human male with an axe in his hand, and he's like bracing it, scared out of his mind. And Eris comes up and he's like, "Oh, by the gods, you came, Cora. How are you?"
Oh my God, I can't believe you guys are alive. I'm so happy. And she hugs both of her brothers and yeah, just really
Favor,
relieved.
Favor, I see you moving. Can't move. Stop it.
I was just coming to say my dead.
Sorry.
I was just coming to say my dead.
We're still initiative.
You're still technically in
Oh.
combat.
Awesome. So, Eris and Como, they start telling Cora, and you guys can all kind of hear it. These
Yeah, what
things, they came out of nowhere. They like we came to just fortify the village, and half the village turned into them.
Things? How many are there? We just saw one big like stupid scorpion thing,
Bug.
really big. How many bugs
And
are there?
Eris is like, "Oh shit! Where's Elfane?" And then Cuomo's like, "Oh crap! They're still out there." And they're like, look out the window, and they're looking towards the kind of beach area, and Eris is like pointing like, "Oh crap! They're still out there."
Who? What? Oops.
So-
Ted,
how did
Ted
I
just
get
tossed it
my
over to her
mouse?
friends. So here you go. You guys deal with this. Is the you problem.
Allison accidentally out of the building.
Just, you got
like-
yeeted. Yeah.
I like teleported out. Okay.
It's all right.
Thanks.
So he is pointing out towards like the beach area, and he says that the folks that he came with. So El Fayed, who is the the Owlkin cousin to Ted, Dazzlin and Norbus Steelbrand, who are the
Oh,
twin
yeah.
dwarves that you guys saved
Yeah.
from that mine.
Are they across the river?
No,
just
they're
further up
they're,
the beach?
they're down on the beach area. And then
Okay. All right. Well, sounds like we need to run over there.
Yeah, I guess I'm still holding my action. So I've taken my movement and that's all I'm gonna do.
all right, Dee Dee, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go to the edge of the water.
Okay, I'll say for movement's sake, you guys can move like as much as you need to on your turn. So here, I'll
Okay.
move you. Yeah. Boop.
Thank
There you
you.
There's a bunch of walls there. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me a perception or investigation if you kind of want to look around the water.
Wow.
Nice.
Very
Nice.
perceptive.
Very
all the
fancy.
For everybody in Vegas, do you guys hear that thunder? It's like
Oh
coming
yeah,
out of my
it's been thunder and lightning outside of this 3 nights in a row, 2.5 hours of thunder and
Jesus.
lightning and storming. Like, where
It
do we
woke me
live?
up
Yo.
last night.
I was praying for rain for like I was like I don't care if it's a month straight, and then within like
Yeah.
a day it's just been raining. And I'm like, we needed this, so I am not
Yeah.
even. I'm happy. I love the rain.
No, I love it.
I don't like
done
driving
that.
it. but-
It's been flooding here. My friend's aunt almost died in a flash.
Jesus.
Ca-
Really?
carried her car away. She jumped out of the front. She couldn't open her front door. She jumped out of her back door, swam over to like a low hanging tree branch and hung onto it. Had her cell phone, called her husband first, who was like, call 911. And
Yeah.
she called 911, and it took them over an hour to come get her out of the tree. But yeah,
Crazy.
Like with what? Like a helicopter or a boat or?
actually, Lisa
Probably a
didn't tell
boat.
that part of the story.
This is
I don't know.
this is Lisa's aunt.
Lisa's aunt, yeah.
So
Wow.
with the 23,
Okay. Mm.
see the water start to
Mhm.
stir, and
Like
you see
brown.
2 of them,
2.
and
You
that's
see
where we'll
what?
end.
How do you make
That's
them
where we'll
multiply?
end the night.
How do you make them multiply?
Oh,
Like
Don't you-
gremlins.
Yes, it's a
Like
fucking gremlin. I mean, I rolled a 21 on history, so on my turn we'll find out they're like gremlins if water makes them multiply. So
Well, it was resistant to fire, so I figured water was the next thing.
Oh boy. This
I
is
thought you would have gone
sad.
straight to lightning. I'm like, lightning sounds great.
Yeah,
would've
that
been
would have been my
nice.
next attempt.
Damn, what a way to end.
Stressed.
Yeah. That's quite the cliffhanger.
Yeah, this is fun.
Just sucks because I used all my level 3 spell slots on that little thing, and I rolled so well, and I was so sad that it wasn't the
Mm.
that hurts.
Oh,
Yeah.
Guys, we need to find a daytime time to play so that I don't get so yawny at the end.
You were so good the other times, though.
yeah, you were
This
good.
was-
You did pretty good this time too, until
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
tired. I don't
Carve
know.
out some weekends for us.
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't mind playing.
I mean,
on
Sundays
the
usually.
weekend.
Sundays usually will work for me. Saturdays not so much because
Sundays
there's always
are
stuff
good
going on.
for me, but I feel like Hillary is lake season coming to a calming point that we could have some of your Sundays again.
No.
Okay. Sorry to
No.
offend you with my question.
This is, do you know how hot it is? This is absolute lake season lasts for like, it's Las Vegas. It technically could
October,
last
it's almost-
like the entire year,
Till
but
October.
Say yeah,
pleasantly, it's like at least 6, 7, 8 months.
Okay.
And we're in the thick of it. This is when you want to be in the water.
We're in the thick of it.
well, if this rain continues, the water will actually be worth, riding a boat in. Hopefully soon
Yeah.
enough.
You can just walk outside,
Of what's left.
Uh,
swim down the strip.
What do you guys think about Friday the 12th? So that's just exactly 2 weeks.
I'm good that weekend.
one moment, please.
I don't find out my schedule by Thursdays, so I can always give up shifts, move them, and call out.
Yeah.
Okay.
call out.
And then I have a shitload of points I can use. D&D's
I
worth it.
like
I've called
That's
out
cool.
for playing D&D with y'all because I was like, yep, this is a lot more fun. I rather play D&D than sit there at work.
I don't want you to have to use points though. So,
Yeah, I have like
you know.
I have
Both of
so
August.
many points. Both of
All
August.
right. As long as you're
Wow.
comfy with that, I'd hate for you to feel like you have to.
Oh, no.
So
It's a choice. I know it's a choice.
all to roll some dice. So yeah, Friday the 12th. I still like the 5 p.m. time. Feels like it worked well over here.
Yeah, so definitely will
Yeah.
be every 2 weeks is
Like
what we're gonna do this. I'm gonna try to see if I can
Fireworks
stream
for
it every
me.
2 weeks.
And what I was actually, it's
So
just
if you
funny,
like
I was
saying
waiting for one of
Joff
the Beckers
and
to be
me
sleepy,
and
then
all
I
of
called
us,
the night.
we'll probably start streaming more
Aw.
often. So
Once she stopped getting sleepy, I was like, I feel sleepy too.
I
Sorry.
love you both. I do, but I do want you guys to, be comfy, right, and be able to play.
Mhm.
Oh no! I mean, the thing is, I yawn like that. Henry only just started sleeping through the night, so I'm
It's all
finally. It's been over a year since I've had decent sleep.
good.
all right, so
So yeah, I always want you guys to, feel good how long we're playing and stuff. So yeah, so Friday the 12th, 5 to about 9.
Yep.
Sunday?
then you guys are
Sounds
cool
good to
with
me.
the streaming it and everything. You guys are cool with all that fun
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll try to
was
take a
fun.
nap
I
beforehand.
I
so
do
we can
laugh
play
at some of
later.
the comments.
So yeah, the
My baby is destroying my desk. All right, I'm gonna send the invite to you guys. You guys are awesome as always, and I hope you like the audio.
That was
things.
fun. I'll try to edit this stuff within a few days, but
Okay.
and then I will send you guys the VOD, and I'll probably put it on TikTok as soon as I get it all edited
Cool.
and whatnot.
Nice.
Funny.
And if you guys have
Yeah,
if you guys have
excellent.
TikToks, just
Yeah, I was gonna
send me them.
say.
Send me
Tag
the yeah
me
send me your guys' like
me.
usernames, and when
I
I
deleted
edit
it, but
I'll
I'll add it for this.
yeah
I had
Like
deleted it
I actually
too.
have to.
yeah Perry, you
download
missed it. We
TikTok?
had some
Man.
it was
Sorry, I don't
crazy.
have
It was
TikTok.
wild. I'm
gonna
gonna
log
I mean
off
I'm
right now,
obviously
but
gonna
you
make
guys
a
are awesome.
TikTok out of
Hope
it
you
and
have a
stuff.
good night. And
So
Chris,
Right.
thank you for setting up the stream. That
oh
was
yeah, no, I've wanted
Yeah.
to stream
Yeah,
and stuff.
it
This
looks
is
really
this is
cool.
fun. This took me
Yeah, I
about
like
2
it.
hours
Bye,
set up, but
Ricky.
I'll catch you guys soon.
all right, later, dude.
Bye, everyone.
But
Bye.
see
Bye.
y'all. Oh, there goes all the cameras.
There goes all the camera.
All right, I'll get all the editing. I'll figure out what kind of editing and stuff. And then I will try to get something figured out in a minute. So it
I'll
might take me a while to
message
edit.
you on Discord what my TikTok is.
Yeah, and then I'll just
How-
tag y'all.
How fun is this? Like the
Oh, it's
cameras
yeah.
with like the
The bits and pieces,
I'm
half
in.
of you.
yeah.
Alrighty, I will
My
see you guys in 2
Twitch
weeks.
is like totally frozen. All right, see ya. Bye.
Bye.
Where's the buttons? All right. I think my audio is still working. All right. Next, yeah, August 12th. We will definitely. So, we will be writing out to someone. I need to get to the right screen because yeah. I should load up perfectly fine. It does not. All right, let me fix that. Hey, there we go. All right, so we'll go raid out to someone. But for those who did enjoy it, that transition wipe. Thanks. I think, do I have a thing for TikTok? I do. So if you want to see where I'm gonna be editing this at some point, I'm gonna try to. I'm not very great at editing, but I will try to go through and pick out bits and pieces of what we have going on for the TikTok for today's. I'm gonna try to get, for sure we're gonna stream the next every session that we can. I'm gonna try to do TikToks for it because I know people love those. And then of course August 12th we'll start around 5ish Pacific time. Because that's kind of what we do. We do 5 to 9ish, 5 to 8. Better than Kevin's DnD Sesh. Oh yeah. I actually made that whole overlay today. I put like 2 hours or whatever. Kevin was actually gonna make me an overlay, but he didn't get the chance to, so I said fuck it, and I just fucking tossed something together for that. That group is awesome. The group we have is phenomenal. We've got such good like characters and people, like how they play and how they are as people. And our DM is amazing too. So like, I am super excited to be able to do this more often. This is our first session of streaming, so this is our 10th session, but our first time streaming it, and I think they enjoyed it, so I think it'd be fun to do. And of course, if you haven't, go ahead and toss a follow. We will be raiding out to someone. Do you guys want me to raid out to someone that's playing D&D, or do you guys have preferences on who we go toss the love to? So let's see who is live. Let's see who is live for us. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was fun. I'm getting used to the whole whatchamacallit, but let me go ahead and toss you guys to someone that's playing Dungeons and Dragons. Let's look. So we'll look Dungeons and Dragons. Let's see. That person's doing a smaller campaign. Ooh, theirs actually looks really sick. So does theirs. Let's raid out to this bigger group. That looks like fun. So we're gonna raid out to this people called Distal's Place. Of course, on our other days that we're streaming, we play a bunch of different other stuff. So of course, you know, it's not always D&D, but we will definitely start getting D&D on whenever we do end up actually playing. So I would love for y'all to hang out on our regular days where I can chit chat and BS with you guys a little bit more. Um, but you can always join the Discord. You can always mute all the tabs, but this is the best way to get in touch with
I wanted to thank you.
when we're live and stuff like that. I usually post on there.
As you hear her voice.
But these people look pretty good. Oh, this person's got a nice cam. All right, so let's toss some love to them. We will see you guys sometime. I'm trying to figure out a schedule. I got to talk to Maddie. We'll figure out like when I can actually stream without Theo and stuff. But I will see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we'll get the TikTok up, and I will see you guys later.
CC's revenge for the picture of Alistair and Deppers.
I was trying to
Wait,
say
we
one
can't
for.
do a shot until later, right?
I mean, technically, it is midnight, and we said at midnight we would do a shot.